Check me out now. Return of the smooth operator. Shotty on repeat. I say sleep later. This another favor. Consider me your neighbor. Lost a lot of fam in pursuit of the paper. She gon' catch the vapors when we slide by. The way I speak my mind, it's like I peak my prime, but I ain't close. I cruise through the night air. Fantasy a dream. Real world is a nightmare. Like Claire battling the brainless. Learn to live shameless. Talk about me a lot, but claim that I'm nameless. You aimless. So I'ma style on them. They washed up. It's a rap. Throw the towel on them. Gaining miles on them. Otakus for the win. Tacos, it depend on the mood that I'm in. Like Finn when it's time for adventure. This some new blue. Get ready to enter my mind for a few. Come and take a ride with the crew. I'ma show you how to recoup days lost when you vibe with the blue. Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. About time to regroup. Fly, got my eyes on the view. Never hear lies, only truth. Realize why they vibe with the blue. 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 Vibe with the vibe with the sky. Wait, you know the rest. I'm blessed. I see you frontin' like you ain't impressed, but I still get requests. I'm playing Zelda on the GameCube. I quit spamming my music. Don't ever try forcing the links. That's a high rule. The wind waker, Mother Nature on my side too, controlling the elements. Go and check my avatar. I'm arrows ahead. Get the point moving forward. The battle scars accumulated over time are reminders of what I went through as a minor, but made me a grinder. The trees broke down for this loose leaf. If life's a game of death, I'm Bruce Lee. Ooh wee. Lose sleep on the regular, trying to get this word out. Then I crash Nebula. Wish I had a very odd parent, maybe two, but it's cool. Everybody pays dues. Now it's time to make moves. Granny didn't raise me to lose. Think I'm in the mood for a cruise. Wanna ride? Come and vibe with the blue. Vibe with the blue. I'm vibe with the blue. Vibe with the blue. Vibe with the. Check this out, y'all. I'm back spazzing like the elderly. Worth of my cousin Beverly. Never swear away from the truth. Just ask Heather. Be weather, be tripping. Starting to control like our destiny. Always give you the best of me until the death of me. My weaponry is a paintbrush. Hush, don't tell my secret. They get a hold of it. If you leak it, get it. It's cool. Got you covered though, look. But let me get back to that cool-ish, loose-ish. Why they still lying? They don't do this bad at board games. Whole world clueless, selling their soul for Roof Chris. Who's this honored fella? Need a sliced extra mozzarella. Crew fly, leg guy propellers. Humanity born like they don't trust fun. Why you dodge the teller? You don't know, but my odds are better. Life's a gamble, depending on who holding the cards. You can start living at large or it's bon voyage. Charge it to the game. Me and you ain't the same. I'm thinking bigger pictures. Why you still shrinking the frame, ever blink in the rain? It helps when your eyes dry. Mob with the bright minds. Think you funny, wise guy? Midnight marauder with a new tribe. Tired of the fake. Come and vibe with the blue sky. Come vibe with the blue sky. Why do you try? We get them high. Take them high. What I do, come vibe with the blue. Come vibe with the blue. Pass what up? Vibe with the. Wise grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer the lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple eyes. You can't see me, you Stevie. Wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie and make it look easy. Dream on, yeah. Dream on, dream weaver out.
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It's your boy Ernie Blerd Without Fear. We're back in the goddamn building. I'm here with my homie Carter Presents. What's good, y'all? We are back. God damn it. We are going to be talking about some ish today. So I'm going to tell you right now, if for whatever reason, if you have not witnessed WandaVision, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, you might want to get on the fuck about, because we are going to be talking about it.
God damn it, I just saw that picture. I just saw it. God damn it. God damn it.
Look, I told you, man, I ain't shit. Look, Carter just now to realize he'd have been hit by a smooth criminal. See? This is what happens. Man. Well, you let me pick? Shit, I'm like, all right, nah, bet. There you go. Let's go. But no, I'm here for it, though. But no, I see we got some peoples in here, man. What is good? Look, hey, Carter, this is your new name now.
Oh my god.
Carter
should have never gave y'all asses internet, I swear.
Your name is Carter Vision from now on. For the remainder of this show. This man is now officially Carter Vision. Yeah, we're gonna thank R. Callie for that one. We're gonna thank R. Callie for that one. Real quick, man, let's go ahead and run down the list. Y'all already know what time it is, because we gotta do this. Because I always feel like the show never is quite as hyped as it could be, if we don't do this. So you know what I'm gonna do? This is something we do. This is a tradition of the Blerd Cave. So if you are not familiar with the Blerd Cave, this is your first Blerd Cave, I apologize, because your boy about to be on some bullshit here for about the next carry the two for the next 3 minutes, because your boy gotta give shout outs to Geronimo Smith in the motherfucking building. We got our Jack Fellhand, one of the darkest motherfuckers out here, evil as fuck. We got Jose Pangilinan. Oh wait, I'm snatching cords out my ears. Hold on. See, this is what I mean. You get too hyped. Jose Pangilinan out here making motherfuckers snatch cords out the goddamn headphones. We got JZJR47, J332A. Good morning, good afternoon, pimp. What's good? Chris Houston out here. Ruben Hart from the Hart Foundation up in this motherfucker. We got Commit Comics in the goddamn building. My guy from across the pond, Artie Aaron 70 in the motherfucking building. Black Nito, leader of the Brotherhood of evil motherfuckers. Goddamn right here in the goddamn building. We got my guy Losersaurus, aka Winnosaurus, because you're always a winner in my eyes. We got the Free Rocket Man out here. We also got Panther Noir, King of Wakanda up over here from across the pond. We also got Jason Williams in this motherfucker. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, we got my homie R. Callie in here. Out here dropping dimes on Carter Vision out here. We got Trey Johnson in the motherfucking building. Stu Jersey up in here. Big Steve, not Harvey, but Big Steve nonetheless. Y'all already know what time it is. L3K in the motherfucking building. We got, this is my homie right here. Ed Boy in the cut. Stay having you motherfuckers out here bleeding, y'all know. We got Gamora Skipper up in here. God damn it, we got my homie Wilbur Robinson up in this motherfucker right here. Oh, and you know what? Y'all thought I wasn't gonna see you, but guess what? We also got my guy, Absolute Venom. Gots to go get him. We also got Splosh in the motherfucking building. We got Bentley Alexander, the motherfucker. I am Anobius up in this some bitch. We also got, the Black Century King. Lord, hey, hail to the king, goddammit. We also got Warren Register in this motherfucker. Carlos Johnson, Enigma 9x9 Eyes up in this motherfucker. We also got Keith Petty in this motherfucker. Oh, man. And we got McLeod Corolla in this motherfucker. What is going on, everybody? How y'all doing in this goddamn building? Can't forget about the other. We got Jorge. Wait. Is it Jorge Lee in here? We got BKS4 in here. Is Demolisher up in here? We got Brian Davis up in here. Oh, shit. Oh, wait. You got Jarrell Henderson up in here. Oh, Setvian. Oh, Lord, that sounds evil as fuck. I like it. Cognitive Velocity. What's good? What's good with you? I hope I didn't miss anybody. Oh, wait, did I get Gabriel Knight? I don't know if I got Gabriel Knight, but if I didn't, here, I'm going to get you one more time, just in case. You know, double tap. Pow, pow. Oh. Okay, all right, I'm done. Whew. It's too much. Had to take a sip of the good stuff. You had to wet the whistle. But anyway, we're back. It's another week. We're out here. And, Carter.
Yes, sir.
Have you officially finished WandaVision?
Yes, I have. It is officially done.
It's officially done? All right. So, yeah, I'll pull the curtain back a little bit. Carter literally just finished watching episode 2.
As soon as gots to go get them hit, so did the credits. So we in here now.
Oh, damn. Dude, the credits is lit. Cause ain't nothing happening in them. You can just look. That's actually something I appreciate about WandaVision as a show, is that the second the credits hit, you know you can cut that motherfucker off. Unlike other MCU related things, you're like, oh man, let me fast forward through these credits real quick. When you hit WandaVision, be like, no, you can go home. Wait, you already home? What the fuck are we talking about? You're already home. You ain't got to do nothing. The one time the Marvel has a captive audience,
right?
And they're like, nah, y'all can go. Y'all can move on to finish watching the Masked Dancer, Singer, whatever the fuck that show is. Y'all go back to watching that. You playing video games? You playing that Call of Duty? Go ahead and get back to that.
Oh my God, we already getting super chats.
Oh shit! Right off rip. Good Lord. Here, you know what? Here, let me give look. Y'all thought I wasn't prepared today, but I am prepared. I don't have my lights on behind me, but I'm prepared in other ways. First and foremost, I want to thank Eric Reed for coming through with goddamn becoming a channel member at the diamond level. Good Lord Jesus Christ. Sweet beans and Listerine. Lord have mercy. What was that shit that Sinai said on Cleveland show? Sweet candy and Jessica Tandy. Lord have mercy. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for becoming channel member at the dime level. First off, for those who don't know, there are exclusive videos that I put up every week.
Before you even start, you might want to look in the chat right now, son.
Oh Lord. Y'all ain't shit.
I told you.
Please talk about Ray Fisher. What else can I say about Ray Fisher? Except that motherfucker need to go somewhere. God damn. Dude, I feel like the more I talk about Ray Fisher, like, okay, I want to point out something. I'm not saying it's me specifically, but I feel like every time we talk about Ray Fisher, like either within 24 hours, Ray Fisher has answered me on wax. I feel like I put out a show and I say, yeah, fuck that motherfucker, he lying. And well, not even that he lying, but that he's being disingenuous. And the next thing you know, motherfucker come out with a statement. It's almost like he's responding directly to me. It's like I put out a video saying, yeah, I don't believe this motherfucker. And the next thing you know, he's like, well, I'll take a polygraph. What? What? Look, why are you gonna make me play the Yu-Gi-Oh card I don't like to play all the time? You're gonna make me play my nigga what? Lord, look, I keep that Yu-Gi-Oh card in my back pocket at all times. I do not stand with Cyborg because I'm sorry. Here's the thing I want y'all to understand real quick, before we move any forward. I don't know if y'all know this, but polygraphs can be gamed. Polygraph tests can be gamed. Like, if you could literally be taking a polygraph test, lying your ass off, but so long as you're convinced that you're telling the truth, even if you're actually not, you can game that motherfucker. Motherfuckers have gamed the polygraph test without even having to try that hard. So that's when motherfuckers say they'll take a polygraph. I'm like, whatever, that don't mean shit. Because a motherfucker that's good at lying can get around that shit. And it just, I don't know, it just... First, he says that, you know, I'm not good. I'm still gonna be in the Flash, and they're like, "No, motherfucker, you ain't gonna be in the Flash." He's like, "Oh, well, I wasn't gonna be just a cameo. I was gonna be in that motherfucker." And it's like, "Well, now you ain't. So what difference does it make? Who cares?" I don't care about Ray Fisher as Cyborg anymore because he has made me not care about him. This, like, okay, this, and I know some people say, "Oh man, you ain't supporting the black man." No, because I supported what was it, Orlando Jones when that shit happened with American Gods. I supported John Boyega, but that shit with Star Wars and Disney. I support everybody else, but Ray Fisher, I'm sorry, he's giving me Juicy Smollett vibes, and I'm sorry, I just can't rock with it. I just cannot rock with it. I cannot. I have become M'Baku now. I will not have it all.
This is all I will say on it. What's up, RTR, man? It's good to see you in here. All I'll say is this. For Ray Fisher to go at Warner Brothers and Jeff Johns and Joss Whedon and I can't remember the dude's name. It was something Hamada.
Yeah, President Hamada from the president of Warner Brothers.
Yes. For you to go at them as hard as you have, and then you lose the job that was under their umbrella, who was surprised by this?
No.
Like that's like you being with a girl, and then you tell her like you kind of trash in the bedroom right now. I don't know what it is, but you kind of trash in the bedroom. And then she just stops fooling with you in any kind of sexual exploit ever. Are you surprised?
Right.
You just said this girl was trash in the bedroom. Of course you're not finna get ass anymore. What?
Right. Your privileges is cut off.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Keith Petty. Walter Hamada. I'm saying if you dogging these folks out like that.
This man called him Cryborg. Lord, I'm gonna use that from now. Cryborg. Hashtag Cryborg.
That's all I'm saying.
Right. Like it just here's the thing. You can't. Hey, this is the last thing I'm gonna say, and then we're gonna move on to WandaVision because I'd rather talk about WandaVision. At least that is entertaining. But Ray, Lil Ray,
Lil Ray, bro.
He has hurt his credibility with me because every time he's always out here like, Zack Snyder's the greatest director in superhero movies. Zack Snyder this, Zack Snyder that. His movies are better than the MCU's. And you know what? You know what really made me not give a shit about what Cryborg had to say? Is when Ben Affleck came out a few days ago and said, Kevin Feige is the GOAT. This motherfucker used to be Batman in the DCEU, and this motherfucker came out and said, yeah, dawg, fuck the dumb shit. He's like, nah, Kevin Feige all day. Kevin Feige, K-Fi, the homie. He said Kevin Feige is the GOAT because Kevin Feige knows what the people want. Zack don't know what the people want. Zack don't know shit. All Zack Snyder knows how to do is make slow-mo and very semi-problematic films. Get that shit out of my face. Get that shit out of my face, goddammit. But yeah, no, just I'll ride with anybody else, but Ray Fisher, I'm sorry, just like, and you know what? I like the cause that he's putting together. The fact that he's saying that accountability is greater than entertainment. I like those things. I think those are good ideas. But I've seen John Boyega do it better. Anyway, just saying. Anyway, moving on. Carrying on to these church announcements.
Oh god.
Can we call them church announcements? We've also got my homie Black Nito coming through. Blerd Club at the gold level. By the way, as I was saying when we were talking about it when Eric Reed came on with the Blerd Club. If you join Blerd Club, you support this channel, you will get exclusive access to my top 5 comics of the week videos every week, where I tell you about some comics that I normally don't talk about on the channel that make my list. Because just because I made a video about a comic doesn't mean it's always in my top 5. There have been many occasions where videos or comics I did videos about didn't even crack the top 5. So yeah, so it's usually a good opportunity to kind of see what other comic books I'm checking out, so you kind of know, and maybe even give you some ideas about what comics maybe you should be checking out. That said, we got a 1999. Ooh, man, I feel like look, I feel like the Prince music needs to start playing, but I ain't trying to get sued. That's what Gabriel Knight said. He said, we're gonna drop the super chat like it's 1999. Look, we got it's a damn Carter Vision just passing through to show support for Blerd, and especially Carter Vision. Wait, is his face fuchsia? Shakes my head. Lord. Look, wait, Carter, are you culturally appropriating Vision? Is this Vision face? Is this Vision face?
Y'all asses wonder why I said I was gonna be a villain in 2021. It's just shit like this. It's shit like this right here.
He's like, man, I should have stayed on Ultron's side. Lord, I wish DC was even remotely entertaining, dude. Yes, but no, Gabriel Knight, thank you for that super chat. By the way, thank you, everybody else who signed as channel members. Thank you. We always appreciate it here on the Cave. It's the lifeblood of the channel. But real quick, because we got stuff, man. We got stuff to talk about. WandaVision. Them WandaVisions. Carter.
Yes, sir.
So, seeing as how this show is probably just a hair more fresh in your mind than it is in mine, would you like to give the good people a little idea of what WandaVision is about?
WandaVision, well, shit, we don't know what it's about.
No, we really don't, not really.
All we know about WandaVision right now is Wanda is in it, Vision is in it, and it's in black and white. It has a lot of I Love Lucy vibes, you know. But we don't know why it has those vibes. We don't know why it's in black and white. We don't know why Vision is still alive and kicking. We don't know why there is a live studio audience involved in this. That first episode was pretty standard, old school Mama's Family kind of, I Love Lucy, Bewitched kind of vibes. The second episode is when they start doing stuff.
Well, yeah, it's okay. So, and this is, yes, we are gonna be talking about spoilers for this, y'all. So yeah, we will be talking about spoilers. So you can put spoilers in the chat, whatever. I don't care. But
wait. Scientific lens. You're already saying that Doom Patrol is better than WandaVision, bruh. It's only been 2 fucking episodes.
2 episodes.
Shut up.
Yeah,
shut your ass up.
I'm about to say,
y'all finna make the villain come out already. Shut your ass up. It's been 2 episodes.
They put the whole 2 seasons of a show up against 2 episodes of a show that probably will only run like 1 season.
we got Fat Stars in here saying that it's a terrible show. It just has a 50s aesthetic, I think is what he was trying to say.
Well,
You shut your ass up too. It's been 2 fucking episodes. Oh, nothing. It's nothing. Just the 50s gimmick. Shut your ass up. There's a method to the madness. There's always a method to the madness in Marvel shows.
I love how motherfuckers are watching like okay. Here's the thing, and this is how you. Okay, first off, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say this right off. I'm gonna say it right off rip, and I'm pissing folks off. I don't give a fuck. Y'all motherfucking MCU fans are fucking entitled as fuck.
I swear.
Like, I'm talking about, like, y'all motherfuckers are entitled as a motherfucker. And first off, Legion's garbage. So, please, you need to go sit down. Legion was garbage.
Wait, whoa.
Legion was garbage. I said that shit, motherfucker. I said it.
Whoa.
Legion lost me in 1 episode.
We'll fight in the street.
Look, when motherfuckers came to me, talking about, man, dude, Legion lit. I'd be like, nah, I'm good.
Legion was lit because Legion was different. It was not. Legion was basically fucking WandaVision.
Yeah, but I like this better. See, you know what it is? You know what it is? It's because I don't like Legion as a character. That's why. I've never liked Legion as a character. Like when he's a bad guy, yeah, sure. But I mean, like I don't empathize with him in any way. So like when he got a TV show, I was kind of like. Also, I was like, dude, where's your hair at, homie? Where's your hair?
Well, the thing with Legion, though, is you never read the run that I told everybody else to read. You never read that Cy Spurrier run of Legion.
No, I did not. I did not read it. I did not.
Legion was great because Legion was different, just like WandaVision is different. But people, for whatever reason, won't get. So, and I don't want to say that you all are being this way, but. How is it we giving Legion a chance, but we not giving WandaVision a chance when they're both different as shit? Is it just because Wanda's is in this main leading role?
Is that because she's in the title? Does she have top billing? Is that the problem?
Are y'all fucking Captain Marveling WandaVision right now?
That's what it sounds like. That's
what's happening.
Well, okay. Here's my thing, and here's my beef with MCU fans is that I feel like every time the MCU comes out with a new lit film. Everything else has to be compared to it, even things that shouldn't be. Like, I remember after Infinity War came out and Ant-Man and the Wasp came out, everybody was like, man, it's alright, but it ain't no Infinity War. It ain't the same thing. It can't be. Ant-Man and the Wasp would never compare to Infinity War because it's not the same scale of movie. It's an unfair assessment. Like, okay, case in point. I remember when Spider-Man Far From Home came out. I saw a lot of motherfuckers say, it was alright, man, but it ain't no Endgame. Why would it be? And I've even seen some other people, like, come out talking about WandaVision say, oh, it ain't as good as Endgame. It's a fucking Endgame ain't even in-game. So can we just drop that shit? Motherfuckers be getting real... Like, you know what? Especially if it's something that, like... And I now understand why Marvel is hesitant to put Black Widow out on Disney+. It ain't because they don't have any faith in it. It's because they know how y'all ungrateful motherfuckers gonna act. No matter how good Black Widow is, y'all motherfuckers be like, man, it ain't as good as Endgame. It ain't as lit as Endgame. How could it be? Why would it be? Endgame took... Honestly, try watching Avengers Endgame without having watched 10 years worth of movies leading up to it. Tell me how good it is. Endgame is one of the most disjointed motherfucking movies in the history of disjointed movies. The only reason Endgame works is because there's 10 years worth of movies that came out before it. If you don't watch those 10 years worth of movies, guess what? The movie won't make any goddamn sense. It's just a bunch of really fancy pants CGI and some rushed exposition. That's it. I get sick and tired of motherfuckers saying that shit. Well, it ain't Infinity War. Okay, hit me up when some shit ain't as good as Thor the Dark World. That's when I think you should be concerned.
I like Thor the Dark World.
I like it too. It's one of my least favorite MCU films, but the thing I be trying to make people understand is that just because it's your least, because the way people talk about it, they make it sound like, oh, it's the worst Marvel movie. Like, that's a bad thing. Like, dude, the worst Marvel...
That was a trick. I did not like Thor the Dark World. I thought that shit was lame. You see how the villain can catch you off guard like that? You ugly as hell. You ugly as hell for liking Thor the Dark World.
Well, no,
Lord,
here's the thing, though. I would rather watch Thor: The Dark World than most any other normal, regular-ass movie. It's the worst Marvel movie, but that still don't make it a bad movie. It just is better than most anything else you probably watch. Shit, I'd rather watch Thor: The Dark World than that Hercules movie with The Rock.
Wait. So let's keep it Marvel though. So are you telling me that you would rather watch Thor: The Dark World over Laughing with Batista?
No. I would actually still watch Guardians of the Galaxy. I would watch Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and 2 before I would watch Thor: The Dark World. Thor: The Dark World is literally the like when I like in the ranking of MCU films, it's literally at the bottom.
Nah, Volume 2 is at the bottom for me. Laughing with Batista is at the bottom. Laughing with Batista was at the bottom for me. The first Guardians, I give you that one. Volume 2, Laughing with Batista? No.
Well, and I understand why you feel that way. And we'll talk about that here in a little while. But the whole point of the matter is, people need to calm down about WandaVision. Like, y'all watched 2 25-minute episodes of a show, and you're already acting a whole monkey. So the whole thing is...
Okay, hold on. Fat Stars, I know you saying that you from Paris, and you're making the French look bad. I'm going to go ahead and put you in the hole real quick. Hush! Just hush.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I think Fat Star need to sit the fat ass down and chill out for a minute. Okay, so, and I can say that because they literally put fat in their name, so there you go. If you put fat in your name, I will take advantage of it because it sounds like you're recognizing something. But anyway,
Mr. Brooks. All right, Mr. Brooks, I'm going to give you a warning. You said Dark World is Dookie Biscuits. There are children in here that don't need to see language like that, so I'm going to give you a warning. I'm going to give you a warning.
Don't take Mr. Brooks out.
I'm going to give you one warning.
Yeah, so here's the thing. We don't know why any of this stuff is happening. We don't know why anything in this show is happening because guess what? Storytelling. It's storytelling. You see, what they're doing is they're telling a story. They're telling a narrative. Don't expect a TV show to give you all the answers in one episode. That's not how television, better yet, even storytelling works. Hell, even bad storytelling will not tell you everything that's going on in the first episode. You have to keep watching. You can't be impatient. This is like, okay, I would hate for y'all to read the Tom King Vision comic. I would hate for y'all to read that motherfucker.
Okay, pause. Wait. Listen to what you just said. It's the first episode. You cannot expect people to get all their answers in the first episode, is what you just said, right? Why couldn't you do that with Legion?
Because I don't like the character. I wasn't expecting answers. Like, that's the thing. The difference with Legion is I wasn't expecting answers from Legion. Like, I knew Legion was going to be weird. And that was the part that didn't bother me. It's just that, for me, I just don't like the character of Legion. So it was already dead on arrival to me, like, off rip. That would be like someone saying, hey, man, go check out that new Spawn live-action movie when it comes out. And then be surprised that I didn't enjoy it. It's like, well, I don't like Spawn. That's the difference. I'm talking about motherfuckers like expecting all the answers to just be unraveled and spoon-fed to them the second they started watching the show within 5 minutes. It's not going to happen. It's unrealistic. And I can actually answer some questions for you just based on what I've seen. just based on the little bit that I've seen of it is the fact that, yeah, Wanda and Vision, this clearly takes place after Endgame, even though, yeah, it's under a 50s aesthetic. The thing is, they're trapped in something. Something see, this is how I always say, motherfuckers, oh, it doesn't justify the 50s aesthetic. See, this is how I know you're dumb. Because they're trapped in something. That is why the 50s aesthetic is for a reason. Some of you probably didn't even read this. What was it? Was it Nick Spencer's Captain America arc where they had the was it Pleasant Hill? Yeah. This is basically what that is. What was Pleasant Hill? Pleasant Hill had a 50s aesthetic. It was basically MAGA Town. There you go. You're welcome.
Well, see, and that's that's the one thing that came to mind when I originally saw this. So I'm kind of wondering who the villains are. If you all don't know what we're talking about when we talk about Pleasant Hill, that was an arc in I think it was Captain America, or it may have been Avengers. But either way, Pleasant Hill was basically something that was constructed by Maria Hill and Shield to.
Nope, you've heard of the whole.
Basically.
Welcome to the hole. Say hi to Victor Adebisi Creed for me. Enjoy being his pillow for about 300 seconds.
Yeah, so that's basically what Pleasant Hill was. Pleasant Hill was a rehab basically facility for villains. They didn't know they were villains. They couldn't remember they were villains. Everyone acted like how you see people act in WandaVision. So that was the first thing people thought of. I will say though, after finishing this second episode, Ernie, I don't know if they're trapped.
Okay, so the whole thing is a lot of people in the show. So let's go ahead and lay it out. Wanda, Vision, they're in this weird, bewitched, I Dream of Jeannie, I Love Lucy, Dick Van Dyke Show hellscape that is not so much a hellscape. And they don't even know why they're there. They don't remember anything. They don't have any memories. They don't have any memories of their past or what the hell is going on. As far as like they don't remember getting married. They don't remember having any like an anniversary or anything like that. And it's basically just meant to be kind of goofy. But underneath the edge of it all, there's a sinister, like, plot thread that's kind of lingering. And there's points where, like, what was it? One of my favorite scenes, actually, is where they're having dinner with Vision's boss. And it's kind of the first time you get a real hint that something's not right. And, other than everything else that's going on. And it's the fact when the boss, Mr. Hart, starts choking. And his wife, Mrs. Hart, who I don't remember the actress's name, but she played, she was the wife of Red on, was it That 70s Show?
Yeah.
And she's telling them to stop it. Like, she's technically talking to her husband, but then she starts, like, panicking. There's multiple instances like this throughout the show. When we're first introduced to Emma Caulfield's Dottie, something very similar happens when they hear the radio go off and someone's asking Wanda, who's doing this to you? What's happening? I don't even really think that it's actually someone specifically that has her trapped. I actually am more inclined to believe that she has trapped all these people in this little bubble of hers, this like reality, this pocket reality that she's created for herself because she's trying to cope with the loss of Vision. And it just so happens that we're seeing people like Sword, who is, it's very obvious that, Sword is going to be there. It's just been kind of a thing. This is actually not even from that particular episode, but like we've seen this in trailers. Monica Rambeau's character, Tiana Paris, who is portraying her, we see her in one of the episodes, and there's a point like, and Carter actually brought this up while we were getting ready, but he's like, oh, actually I shouldn't remember her name, and I said I think it's because she's undercover and she's trying not to give anything up. Like, I think that some of the people that we're seeing are people who are trying to infiltrate. They're trying to infiltrate into Wanda's little pocket reality. And they're trapped and can't get out. And they're wanting to leave, but Wanda's not letting them.
Yeah.
And we've seen this, like I said, this was something that's even popped up in the trailers on multiple occasions. Where people are like, why are you doing this to me? Like, I think there was even one... right here. This is actually from one of the original, not from the episode we saw, but we'll probably see this in the very next episode because this kind of fits the Brady Bunch aesthetic of the next episode that was teased. But there's a shot from one of the trailers where Monica is talking to Wanda and is introducing herself, but like immediately after that she starts freaking out because she like the veil is kind of starting to be pulled back, and she wants out. Hence
The one,
yeah.
I was gonna say the one thing that I think is it is kind of like House of M in a sense, and I hate bringing up House of M because so many people are just chomping at the bit because they can't wait to see mutants, and I don't think mutants are gonna be anywhere in this shit.
No,
but
they're not.
you know, sometimes it looks like Wanda. You've heard how that expression where someone will lie so well to the point they believe their own lie.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think that's what's happening. I think there are moments there where she thinks what's happening is. I think there are moments where she thinks that what's happening is real, but then there are those moments to where she kind of snaps out of it when some bullshit is about to fuck up the vibe, like the end of the second episode, where she was like, "Fuck out of here! We're gonna blinks the time sweeper this shit real quick," and she went back. So I think there are moments to where she knows what she's doing, but there are also moments to where she's enjoying everything that's happening because everything that's happening is like a fairy tale ending for her. So she kind of falls into it.
Right. Well, and another thing that I kind of appreciate too, and I know you probably caught this as well from the but you remember like the very end of the the thing you were talking about when they see the beekeeper, which is a straight up reference to AIM. I'm just going to throw that out there. That's a straight up reference to AIM. Not saying it is AIM, but it is a reference to AIM because the guys, the mooks in AIM are typically referred to as beekeepers or whatever. But I thought it was kind of cool that she did. She saw that shit, was like, nope, I don't want to deal with this, and she reversed time. Wanda in this show has pretty much like she has grown into her power. Like, you know, before she was just levitating shit, doing the weird hand symbols and stuff and whatever, but now she's making things appear out of nowhere. She's able to reverse time. She's able to, hell, she made herself pregnant in the episode. Matter of fact, we haven't seen the children yet, but it's safe to say that this is Wicked and Speed right here. And like just straight up, right off rip, that's Wicked and Speed just chilling in the cribs. Chilling in the cribs, just hanging out, having a good old time. Gonna be separated and later come back and join the Young Avengers and realize they were separated at birth. Lord have mercy, I'm here for it. You know, and for those who, and like I said, if you're for whatever reason, if you're unfamiliar, then there you go. There's your boys. Yeah, there's your boys right there. But yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Like I like what they're doing with it because they're setting up. Like here's the thing, they're setting up a narrative, and a lot of you impatient motherfuckers, y'all ain't gonna get it, y'all ain't gonna appreciate it. But they're building a narrative. It's a story. You can't just give everything away. You can't spoon feed the story to you in one episode. It's supposed to be like I think 8 total episodes. But the thing is, everything that's happening in this show, like it's basically the veil being pulled back and Wanda not wanting it to happen. Because we know Jimmy Woo, and what was the girl's name that Kat Dennings played? Was it Dory or Doris? I can't remember her name. Anyway, point of the matter is, those motherfuckers are working together to try to figure out what's going on with Wanda. And I know at some point, I don't know if this actually has anything to do with anything, but I'm pretty sure Vision at some point is going to realize what's happening. Because it is heavily implied that at some point he is going to realize what's going on. And I know a lot of people have brought up the whole thing with Catherine Hahn, and you know, about whether or not she's gonna be whether or not she's Agatha Harkness, which there has actually been some information that's come out that does actually give this more credence than what we may have initially thought. The fact that she brings up that her and her husband's wedding anniversary, or I think there was a wedding anniversary, was on June the 2nd, which for those who don't know, that is actually, I think it was June the 2nd, 1690 something. They might have been 1692. I can't remember exactly. But that was actually the date that kicked off the Salem witch trials. Which it's an odd date to just throw out there, June the 2nd. I mean, it could mean nothing, but considering the character that everybody's talking about, I could very easily see that being the case with Agatha. Oh, Agatha Harkness. Also, people have even gone as far as say that her name is kind of meant to be a nod towards Agatha Harkness. The whole like the Ag being Agatha and the Ness being at the end of Harkness. But for those who are not familiar, because I know this is kind of an obscure character. It's kind of an obscure character in Marvel Comics. But Agatha Harkness is essentially the woman who helped Wanda control, and learn her abilities. She also used to be, she also used to keep an eye on Franklin Richards. Because reasons. Yeah, for whatever reason. But I love the fact that if this is the case, if they actually are leaning into this, if they actually are going to take it that far, they're going to put Agatha Harkness in this show and just have Catherine Hahn out here hamming it the fuck up, which, by the way, I just want to point out, every time you see this heifer on camera, Lord have mercy, I'm like, Catherine Hahn, the things I would do to you, Lord. Carter, you ain't shit. You ain't shit.
I've been quiet for too long. I'm sorry. I've been quiet for too long. Listen.
This man, you ain't shit.
All I'm saying, people, it's been and here's the thing, and I'm this is more so referencing those people from earlier.
Mm-hmm.
People are saying, Doom Patrol better than WandaVision, or the one dude saying it just has 50s graphics is what he said. 50s graphics. I didn't give a shit to watch WandaVision. If we just gonna keep it a buck. I don't give a fuck about Scarlet Witch. But the thing is, I will wait until we have a complete story to give a valid opinion on something. The 2 episodes that I've seen, I knew I really wasn't gonna fuck with them like that, but they kept my attention enough to watch both.
Yeah,
but I don't have an opinion. I'm interested to seeing where the story is gonna go and how it's gonna lead into other things. But I'm not just gonna sit here and say, "Oh yeah, this is whack," just because you all don't like that it has the 50s, I Love Lucy, Bewitched, and shit like that. Just say that. You don't like that it has that, and that's why you think it's bad. Just say that.
Yeah, I would rather people be honest about it. Be honest.
Yeah.
If you don't like it because it's the 1950s and you just, for whatever reason, you can't wrap your head around what classic television. Basically, you don't like Nick at Night. Cool. All right. Nice to know. Move along. Get the fuck out. You knew what this, and this is the thing. Here's the thing I think is really funny about this. They were never shy about saying this in any of the trailers. I've seen, of all the trailers that released, they always showed that it was going to look like this, and then people get mad when they get to the show, and it actually looks like this, and it's like, well, then you dumb for coming to the show expecting something that was going to be different than what they showed you.
Yeah. Now you see, okay, there's a comment in chat right now. Falcon Punch. The 2 episodes were slow as hell. Okay, cool.
How was a 20-something minute episode slow?
No, but my point is he's not saying that this shit's whack as fuck. Doom Patrol is better. It has 50s graphics. He's just saying in his opinion, the 2 episodes were slow as fuck and didn't really do anything. They were basically I know it's fucking Google. Leave it alone. But it's just dude, okay, I was right there with a lot of you all. I didn't really give a shit about it when I saw the whole black and white. I didn't. But with it being Marvel and I want to see what this shit could potentially lead to, I'm going to check it out. And I'm willing to give it a chance to let this season complete. I saw somebody in the chat saying they think this is only going to be 1 season. I agree with that. I don't know.
Yeah, it is only going to be 1 season.
Yeah, I don't see what the fuck you could possibly do with multiple seasons of this shit.
No.
But that's all I'm saying. Just Just wait. It's only 2 fucking episodes. This then just goes back into my fucking complaint of why is everybody paying for streaming services and still having to wait like this is normal ass TV? This shit should have just came out.
I mean, I can see the point of that. I know why they didn't do it. It's largely because of the same reason that The Boys didn't. A lot of it was because of the way the show was shot. Mm-hmm. The people in charge, and this was actually twofold with Marvel, because they're trying to spread out content. Like, cause case in point, by the time that this ends, I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier is supposed to be out.
Okay.
And then the next thing, and then the next thing, and then the next thing, and then the next thing. And also the way the show is shot, it's meant to be on a cliffhanger level. Like, okay, case in point. If you ever watch like a Netflix original series, you'll notice that a lot of times those shows just felt like, okay, especially the Marvel stuff. I know y'all remember this shit. I remember a lot of people, big as complain about the Marvel Netflix stuff. It all felt like just a long ass movie. Like there really weren't any cliffhanger moments in a lot of those episodes. Like they had them occasionally, but for the most part, you just kept going because I mean it wasn't really so much a cliffhanger as it was just a really weird spot to end, and you just kind of wanted to know what was going to happen next. It's not so much a cliffhanger as it is just okay. Well, all right. Well, now where's it going?
A super chat that you that we just got. I'm not gonna read the super chat. I'll leave that for you. But it made a valid point, and this is how you separate the Marvel film fans and the TV series fans. Kind of like how you separate the movie fans from the comic fans.
Yeah.
Or comic from TV. I think that's what this is actually. So. Because if you've read the comics, you know a lot of these comics when they do arcs, they start them off slow as fuck. They don't just blow their load in the first fucking issue.
No, because I mean, why would you do that?
Exactly. Look how long you've been waiting for King in Black since fucking Venom Volume 1 with fucking Rex. So I think that's what we're saying right now. It's just a case of people who just want. We have the Marvel film people that just want everything thrown at them, loud noises, everything. Something like
gratification, loud noises, bright colors. Basically, like they're 5 years old again. Loud noises and bright colors. I mean, I get it. It's whatever. I mean, me personally, I don't care. I enjoyed it. So, I mean, I don't give a fuck if you didn't like it. If you didn't like it, it ain't gonna hurt my feelings. I just think that you're being unreasonable, but whatever. Yeah. Like when a motherfucker. Speaking of which, you know, kind of going towards some things. I saw somebody in chat earlier asked about the Grim Reaper reference. Yes. I did see the Grim Reaper reference. I actually was talking to Carter about it before the show started, as a matter of fact. This is what they're talking about. You can see Vision slides through the floor. You can see the Grim Reaper's helmet and some bones. For those who don't remember, the Grim Reaper got his cheeks clapped sideways by Virginia Vision, and that motherfucker is still buried outside the backyard of 616 Hickory Branch Lane.
I didn't notice that until Ernie told me, because that is really a blink and you'll miss it kind of deal. So I thought that was dope. That was dope.
Another one is this one. I don't think I talked to you about this one, did I, Carter? This is the one that is a triple. This is a triple right here.
Okay.
So if you look up here, Auntie A's kitty litter. Look at notice the they couldn't go all black because it just would have been too stark. But this is basically Ebony, Agatha Harkness's cat. Auntie A's kitty litter. Bova milk. For those who don't know who Bova is, Bova, if I'm not mistaken, was the one who provided the milk for the High Evolutionary, or you know, in service of the High Evolutionary for Quicksilver and Wanda. Some of you may or may not remember. That is Bova. So you got that. And of course here you got Wonder Oats. I wonder who they could be talking about. It's likely a reference to Wonder Man. who is a character that Wanda has been linked to in the past. And if I'm not mistaken, my comic knowledge is hazy, but Wonder Man's brainwave patterns in the comics were what Vision's brainwave patterns were modeled after. So you have that. And if I'm not mistaken, also Wonder Man, if I'm not mistaken, is the brother of the Grim Reaper. Not saying Grim Reaper or Wonder Man are going to show up in this show, but if they did, it would be interesting. But yeah, there's, like I said, there's crazy shit going on in this show. Crazy shit going on in this show. The show is, it's wild. It's wild. The level of craziness is going on in it. Like, and here's the funny thing I think about too. A lot of you motherfuckers that were sitting here complaining, y'all motherfuckers were so busy complaining, y'all probably didn't even notice the shit. Y'all probably didn't even notice all the goddamn Easter eggs and shit that they put in this goddamn show. That said, moving along, let's look at these super chats real quick, because I want to see super chats. I like seeing super chats. God damn it. Super chats are important. Let's see, let's go back. I'm taking it all the way back.
All right, while you do that, I see a question in the chat from Chemic Comics. By the way, the black dude on the show named Herbert, isn't Herbert the High Evolutionary's real name? Yes, sir, yes, it is. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Let's see here. First off, let's see. Carlos Johnson, I can't find the thing to highlight it, but Carlos Johnson with the $4.99 super chat says WandaVision is giving me Avengers standoff vibes, spring with Visions and House of M. Much love, looking to see where this goes. See, there you go. Patient, man, patient. That's how you can tell. Like, this show is for comics fans. It's not for MCU fans. I can tell you that right off rip.
Yeah, I think what is going to happen is and I don't want you all to be offended in the chat, because I know some people are going to feel some type of way when I say this. I think this is going to be for the adults. Mm-hmm. And I think when Falcon and the Winter Soldier comes out, that's going to be for the, I don't want to say kids, but I'll say the Marvel film fan.
I would say for the casuals. The MCU casuals. Okay,
thank you. Yeah, there you go.
You're an MCU, and there's nothing wrong with that, because one of my closest friends is an MCU casual. By the way, Carlos Johnson, thank you so much for that $4.99 super chat. Also, thank you, Cypher World, Los Hickman, for the $4.99 super chat. Didn't even say anything, just came through to show some support. Also, Tubes the One, $5 super chat, homie and friend of the channel, says none of these people can be reviewers or showrunners because they don't know how storytelling works. Comparing 2 episodes to 2 seasons is ridiculous, and that is very true. That is very true. You cannot compare the two. You really can't. That would be like trying to compare a movie to a TV show. Or trying to compare apples and oranges. You just don't do it because they're not the same thing exactly. Let's see. Ty Sam coming through with the $5 super chat says, I didn't trust your judgment when you thumbs up Doom Patrol because you also thumbs up Teen Titans, but you thumbs up Doom Patrol at least twice since, so I gave it a shot. Wow, thank you. See, that's what I'm talking about. And honestly, I would tell people, go back, revisit Titans, because in season 2 of Titans, lit. I like season 2 of Titans.
So I like Deathstroke in Titans.
That's fair. I watched it mostly for Deathstroke. But I did enjoy this. I enjoyed the sub with Blackfire. Sub with Blackfire was awesome. Okay. And they're leaning more into that next season.
Hawke and Dove being a angsty Twilight couple, and Hawke running around here snorting lines real quick.
Look, this ain't your daddy's Teen Titans, all right?
Yeah, I will say,
case in point, this is Titans, not Teen Titans. Titans. They grown. They fuck and do drugs and cuss. And they kill. That's all I got. That's all I got. It's really all I got. Ed Boyd, the Cub with the $5 super chat says, people are disliking WandaVision for the same reason people don't like Hickman on X-Men. Motherfuckers are so impatient, it takes time to tell a story. See, thank you. Because motherfuckers will stay hitting me up talking some, well, I don't see why this character did this in this issue. Dude, see, this is how I can tell motherfuckers don't pay attention to what Jonathan Hickman be saying. Jonathan Hickman has said on multiple occasions, any story inconsistency, anything that seems odd or out of place any random plot thread that you see that kind of pops up and you don't know where it's going, it's all set to be addressed later, because you know what that is? That's called breadcrumbs. It's kind of like, what was it? Marauders number 17 came out. Guess what? Yeah. All you motherfuckers, and I was one of them included, I'm going to call myself a motherfucker in this one. I didn't give a shit about the giant size X-Men issues that they did last year. But one of them actually tied into Marauders number 17. When people were talking about House of X number 4, when talking about how, oh man, Mystique acted uncharacteristically dim when it came to infiltrating the mother mole base. Like, oh, how did she get lost? And then next thing you know, we read it, well, I think it was X-Men number 6 or 7, where they revealed she didn't get lost. She had a secondary mission that Cyclops didn't know about, and she lied to him about what she was doing. That's the thing, man. Just be patient, man. Y'all motherfuckers be one shit fucking spoon-fed to you right off rip. You don't want to wait. See, y'all motherfuckers couldn't watch wrestling back in the 90s. Y'all would have been too hot. Y'all would have been too hot. All that long-term booking they used to do back then. God damn.
These seem like the type of people that, like, they would watch The Rock main event Monday Night Raw, and it'd be a championship match, and he goes for the people's elbow, and they were expecting The Rock to win and not immediately get DQ for going for the people's elbow instead of just pinning a motherfucker.
Wait, look, like you actually expected when he got Vince McMahon alone on SmackDown that he was gonna get some comeuppance. Lord, y'all need to go. You know he ain't getting that till WrestleMania, and we haven't even the Survivor Series yet.
I was gonna say, and the pay-per-view, and the pay-per-view is like 3 months down the road. Y'all just expecting some G shit to happen. Sit down.
Dude, y'all have been mad. Look, y'all motherfuckers been mad watching WWE back in the day. Y'all have been mad to motherfuckers. God damn, why are you gonna wait till WrestleMania for The Rock to win the title? Why can't Stone Cold just get Vince McMahon now?
Stone Cold just caught somebody with a stunner. He about to be the new champion, and y'all just expected somebody to not pull the ref ass out of there. And that TV show and Raw got like 2 minutes left on the air before this new episode of ER come on. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. Do you remember how... Okay, this is how I know people's memory's hazy. Everybody thinks that Stone Cold became who he was at King of the Ring. That did not happen. He did not immediately get a push after King of the Ring. His push actually got delayed a good chunk after that. Do you know how long it took him to win the belt off Bret Hart? Do you know how many L's he took from Bret Hart before he finally got a dub? Dude, y'all need to quit. Y'all act like the corporation ain't sitting by ringside getting ready to come out and whip that candy ass real quick before Mankind can get the dub. God damn. Man, y'all motherfuckers be... Look, if this was a wrestling channel and back then, y'all would be on the Blerd Cave right now every weekend talking about some bullshit. Man, whoever's right WWE, this is garbage, man. They'll never let nobody win. Oh, this man says stunning Steve Austin. See, why you gotta bring up old shit? The Ringmaster's better than Stone Cold. Y'all need to go somewhere. Okay, so here we got LJ Brown with the £5. Says, what up to Ernie Carter comic books? Answer to Keenan and Kel is clear. Agnes is Agatha, but the theory that Mephisto is behind Agatha interests me. Okay, so here's the thing. The reason why I don't think Mephisto is going to play or factor that heavily into this, and if he does, awesome, great. I think Mephisto is going to factor more heavily into Loki.
Okay.
And the only reason I say that is because there are some nods, there are some inferences in the trailer that kind of lead in that direction. But if Mephisto is involved in this show, I'm all for it. Let that shit be crazy. I like, honestly, let WandaVision be as wild and crazy as they want it to be. Let's see. We also got Trey Johnson with a $5 super chat. Says the constant teasing of what are we doing here being reiterated by Vision over and over between episodes along with chilling moments. Surreal. It really, like, and here's my thing. I actually like to use my wife as a litmus test for casual fans because she likes comic books, but she doesn't really read them. Like, she reads them occasionally. She's just more of a, I just want to wait till the movie comes out and I'll watch the movie, or I will listen to you tell me about whatever. Anyway, point of the matter is, when we were watching that first episode, and at the very end where the credits are rolling and they're zooming out and it is revealed that there's a TV sitting right there with them on it and someone inside of what is clearly some kind of van with, you know, some surveillance equipment monitoring them. Dude, she was shook. She was like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, God damn. And then when we started seeing the helicopter with the sword symbol on it, motherfuckers probably didn't even see the sword symbol. And when Wanda picked it up because it stuck out because it was all red and yellow and not black and white like everything else. Like how my wife's like, what the fuck? When motherfuckers started talking through the radio, dude, she was into it. I was like, okay, cool, this works. She's my litmus test. But let's see here. Also, we said got Trey Johnson also with the $5 super chat, says, what is everyone really looking for from these first 2 episodes? This is Bewitched and everyone thought she'd hit with no more music. See? Thank you. Everybody was expecting House of M off rip. This is why I said I really thought it was dangerous for Elizabeth Olsen to be telling people that a major moment from the comics was going to happen on the show, because now people are going to be looking for it and they're going to be impatient about it, if it even happens at all. So yeah, let's see. Chi-Town Dan with the $5 super chat says, crazy theory, we're assuming Vision is fake, but what if all of this is because Wanda brought Vision back and in doing so broke reality? And I actually think, okay, so I'm going to say something controversial here. Carter, you remember Wonder Woman 84, right?
Yes.
You remember I'm sorry, spoilers for garbage-ass Wonder Woman 84. Actually, can we get that movie? Can we have Wonder Woman? I'd rather watch that movie than Wonder Woman 84.
That sounds like a Pornhub parody right there.
Oh shit! Actually, then I really would rather watch it than the Wonder Woman. I'm sorry. Danger. First danger of the evening, or the afternoon. But no.
Ooh, what if they do it in like an old school porn aesthetic too for WandaVision?
Wow.
Or it look like an old VHS tape, but then all that it's playing that old school like one note music, like the.
And all you hear is.
Okay, now you're doing too much. Okay, go back to what you're talking about. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. See, you ruined it. You ruined it right there. You ruined
it. But no. What if they took the same thing that the Wonder Woman 84 tried to do with Steve Trevor and Wonder Woman, the whole plot thread, like, Diana having to choose between having the love of her life and giving up her powers. Mm-hmm. I think that WandaVision is going to go that same route, but do it on a much better level. Wanda having to choose between having her perfect world, having the love of her life back, or allowing these people to go on with their lives and not be trapped in her never past bedtime land reality. Like I think the stakes are gonna be raised up a little bit, because something's gonna happen where what she's doing is actually breaking reality. Like, I agree with that. I agree with Chi-Town Dan. And just like his thumbnail says, you can put that on Charles, okay? Put it on Charles. We also got my homie Eric Morgan coming through the $20 super chat, says WandaVision is set in a time where you actually have to give a plot time to develop. Marvel kids ain't built for that. My own kids' frustrations are therapeutic to my soul. This comment paid for by the Hellfire Trading Company. Thank you. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Patience, y'all. It's not just a song by Guns N' Roses. Okay? Patience. Lord, help us all. Whew. Here, I'm going. I'm going through all these motherfuckers. Here, wait, because we still got some more. I'm not done yet. We still got more. I'm not done. Let's see here. Next super chat. Jack fell him the $5 super chat says, did I call it in the opening or what? Haters jumped out the woodwork for this ish. Dude, you did. Actually, and I'm so, you know what? Jack, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of slick mad at you for predicting that shit. Motherfuckers came out the woodwork like this shit was Captain Marvel. Oh, look, whoa, shit. I gotta, wait, what time is it? Oh, fuck, it's time for the Blerd Cave. I gotta get here so I can be a hater. Good God, I'm late. Jesus. I swear to God.
Is that how they sound?
That's how they sound. That's how they sound to me. That's how they sound to me, goddammit. Oh, actually, no, actually better yet. I missed the Blerd Cave. I'm not gonna get to make fun of WandaVision. That's what they sound like. Mommy, no, don't come in here.
Talking punch, I can't get my boy. He belongs to the streets now. He is clowning right now. This my hands are clean of this.
He's like, I ain't got nothing to do with this shit.
I ain't got nothing to do with this time.
Wait, okay. Eric Morgan, I appreciate you keep sending super chats. We're reading it. We're getting to them. We're moving through them slowly. Ooh. But I appreciate that $5 super chat. I appreciate it. Y'all didn't read my 20. I did. I thought I did. I could have sworn I did. Where was the 21? Hold on. Yeah. We read the 20. It took us a while to get through it. I apologize. Let's see. We also got Christian Pereira with the £5. Oh, that's a €5 super chat. Says, do you think Pandemonium could be a villain in WandaVision? Man, I haven't thought about Pandemonium in forever. If I'm not mistaken, he was linked to Wanda's children in the comics. I believe you are correct. If they go that route, I would be incredibly surprised. But we do know Kevin Feige is all about them deep cuts. I actually think that if anything, at the very least, maybe Pandemonium will be referenced or like an Easter egg alluding to Pandemonium. Yeah. But I don't think we'll see it in the form of a commercial because it seems like the commercials so far have referenced things that we would be familiar with, like the first one in episode 1 where they're trying to pitch a toaster from Stark Industries, or the watch that's a Hydra watch, the Strucker, as in Baron von Strucker. I think a lot of the other Easter eggs are going to be kind of low-key, under the radar, like stuff you're literally going to have to be eagle-eyed to catch, is what I think is what's going to be going on there.
We got Scientific Lens. Okay, we got Scientific Lens saying, how dare people have opinions. Here's the thing. No one has a problem with people having a fucking opinion.
You can have an opinion.
It's just a lot of people had already had their minds made up before they could even form that opinion. Mm-hmm. They formed their opinion from not even the trailer, just the fact that WandaVision is a thing that was getting put out on Disney Plus. People had already made their minds up that some shit was going to be bad. How are you going to know that someone's food is nasty if you've never eaten it?
Exactly.
Because let's bring it to video games and shit real quick, because this is the greatest fucking example. Okay, how many motherfuckers thought Cyberpunk was gonna be the greatest shit ever in the history of ever, and then it came out,
and then now motherfuckers ain't even talking about it except to say bad shit. I actually remember making fun of a lot of you motherfuckers saying, all right, if the game come out garbage, I don't want to hear shit. I've been enjoying it personally, but I know a lot of motherfuckers that didn't know shit about Cyberpunk, had never uttered the word cyberpunk, had never uttered the word cyber or punk, even separate of each other, and we're all day talking about Cyberpunk. Oh man, Cyberpunk, that's gonna be my game of the year, off rip. That was before the motherfucker even came out, 2 years prior to the motherfucker coming out. Hell, and now it's come out, motherfucker already on sale. Exposés being written about the fucking show because of how bad the production was on it.
Exactly. You really can't have an opinion off of 2 episodes. Like, here's the thing: if you have an opinion on something, that means you have something that was completed in front of you to give an opinion on. If when you want us to review comics, we had to read that entire comic. We didn't just look at the cover and see who's doing the art and then say this shit is some hot garbage. You expected us to do our due diligence and then form our opinion off of that.
Like, how would you feel if I made a video about a comic I didn't actually read? Like, how would you feel about that? How would you feel? Like, real talk. I actually want to know. Like, how would y'all feel if I made a video talking about a comic book I didn't, like that only, like, either A, didn't read, or only half-ass read? And if you say you would enjoy that, then you must be a fan of Young Ripper. Anyway.
I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm not even in front of my I'm not even in front of my mic right now when he said that. I'm across the room. I'm sitting across the room on the floor.
Anyway, moving along.
Yeah.
Black Nito with the $2 super chat says, I think the major moment is the birth of the twins. I do agree. Because that actually caught my wife off guard. Like, when she was like, oh shit, she just made herself pregnant. Like, dude, she is creating life. She is reality warping on the scale. And I don't think people are recognizing that or paying that any real attention. She's actually, like, creating on a level that is just madhouse. It's madhouse. SFC Cave Killer with the $5 super chat says, I can see Wanda leading an entire section of Marvel that's horror like Doom Patrol. I could, like, Doom Patrol is, like, just more weird than anything else. But I could definitely see, like, if they wanted to go like a Justice League Dark, style route, I would be here for it if they did something like that with Wanda down the stretch. I wouldn't be against that, especially considering all the stuff going on with Marvel right now in regards of Doctor Strange and everything else. I'd be here for it. Trey Johnson $5 super just already out here with that, hit that henshin with the zipper sound in his belly yelling, Mr. Dangerous! Talking about Wonder Woman. Hey, look, y'all know me, man. I'm out here. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. All right, Shadowlands, you not even getting put in the hole. You just getting put in the shadow realm at this point. Because I like giving people a chance to, like, that's what this is. It's us going back and forth. You see how quick I got on his ass when he said something about Legion that was crazy to me?
Yeah.
The thing is, I want to hear people's opinions on something, but not to the point of, a lot of y'all asses in here had already made your assumptions and your opinions.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as the Marvel credits came up, before the fucking show even started.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to hear what anybody has to say. That's why I let you and the Fat Stars dudes live. But now you sitting here talking about we're shilling for something. How can I shill for some shit that I didn't even care to watch?
Wait. Okay, first off, okay. Here, let's address this shit. Hold on. All right, motherfucker, look. If I'm shilling, do you think I would be sitting here on a Saturday morning talking to you if I was actually getting paid by Marvel or Disney, for that matter, to say nice things about WandaVision? Because you say shilling, that implies I'm getting paid. I'm not getting paid. Disney is not paying me. Mickey Mouse is not paying me. The Magic Kingdom is not paying me. Hell, Goofy ain't even cut a check to your boy. But if I was getting that Disney Marvel money, do you think I would be sitting here right now in my drawers on the Blerd Cave talking to a little pimple-faced troll? No, I'd be probably having sex with my wife. And on a pile of money, because Disney just backed a dump truck of money up to my house. Said, here you go.
All right, two things. If I was getting Disney money, as much as I love this show and I've earned it for a long time, you know how quick I would sell out and forget all of y'all if I was getting Disney money. Okay, right? That's number one. Number two, I don't even know if I want to finish this show anymore. If I got and I was finna give you props. Because I see the Wonder Woman Dead Earth shirt you rocking. But knowing that there are just thighs and Fruit of the Looms just getting some air in that room right now, I don't want to do this show anymore.
I actually do have on pants. But I'm just saying, it was a point. I was making a point.
There are children in this stream right now.
Hey, I'm not just out here Winnie the Pooh in it. Yeah, straight shirt cocking it. No, I'm not doing that. Danger. Oh, God damn. Anyway, no, we're not doing it like that. But no, motherfuckers all look. And you know what? This is how you know. Here.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Every goddamn time. They're always trying to ice skate uphill on your boy. They always trying to ice skate on your boy. No, good hell well, it's virtually impossible. People just like being dumb. They just like being dumb. That's all it is. They like to feel like, it's really weird. For motherfuckers who hate the phrase woke, these motherfuckers really want to feel woke. Like, they want to feel like they're the ones who actually are woke and we're the ones that are actually asleep. And I'm like, no, motherfucker, my eyes are wide the fuck open. I see everything. But my thing is, you can't sit here and try and tell me that, you know, oh, well, I'm allowed to have an opinion, but because you disagree with my opinion, I'm not allowed to have an opinion, but you're accusing me of telling you can't have an opinion? I'm not telling motherfucker you can't have an opinion. You can have an opinion. You can be the wrong ass opinion, but you are, look, I tell you what, you are entitled to your wrong ass opinion. So there you go. But while we're sitting here talking about this, and if you really just want to get it, and you want me to get ugly, look, the pastor will get ugly right off rip and say that the difference between my opinion and your opinion is that drop the 2, carry the 4, divide by 8, cross the 5. Okay, there are 293 people here that are here to listen to my opinion and not yours. So anyway, good day, sir. Or ma'am. Bye. Look, I'm gonna do like they do on P Valley. Bye, little nigga.
So I'm gonna be completely honest. That long pause you did, I'm looking at the YouTube chat right now. So I thought you lost your train of thought. I was finna crack up because I wasn't looking at you on Discord. So I'm like, that boy didn't forget. We finally got to the prime moment of where all this shit is about to come together, and he forgot it. I was finna flame your ass.
Oh no! I was doing my little math bit because I suck at math. But no. Anyway, moving along, let's address Joe Bell III. I think people will be more upset because the real payoff won't come until the Doctor Strange movie. Probably. I think that, well, because I mean, this is basically a bridge. This is a bridge to Doctor Strange and Spider-Man and all that. Which, I mean, you know, I think we'll get a payoff, but it's not going to be the payoff that I think everybody actually wants. But, yeah. Let's see. Tony Mercer Bay says, notice how the commercials were tied to major events in Wanda's life. The beeping toaster / bomb from Stark, Strucker watch. Yes. Actually, yeah, the part where the toaster started beeping, I did think that was kind of fucked up. I didn't even think about to bring that up. But yeah, it's all tied to stuff.
If you listen to that toaster when it got turned on, it sounded like repulsor tech. It sounded like when his hand beams start up.
No, that was like, I was actually really surprised by that. Like, that was actually a level. See, that's the thing. It's a level of detail people aren't gonna actually pay attention to.
I think this show is giving people their I don't mean to say this, but honestly, like, I feel like this show isn't going to work for a lot of people just because they're expecting people to be insightful and just kind of smart enough to look at what's not being shown.
Yeah. They're showing us a lot, but they're not telling us anything, and people are wanting to, like I said, people want to be spoon-fed. They want to be spoon-fed. There's like, okay, there's a reason why when people complain about TV shows and, oh, it's too much exposition. No, because sometimes you gotta spell shit out for motherfuckers.
Yeah. And I think that's where it's going to lose a lot of people, because you see, like, we have people in here talking about the Easter eggs that they saw, but then we have people in here talking about how they hate it's just the fact that he said 50s graphics. It's aesthetics, you dumbass. It's
right?
aesthetic.
Like it's an aesthetic.
But yeah, like you can clearly tell like you have the people that saw the Easter eggs and are like, oh shit, and then you just have those people that just looked at it like it was I Love Lucy and despise it.
Right.
You were looking at what was in front of you and not what was around you.
Right. You couldn't see the forest for the trees.
Yeah.
And to show you how real this shit is, I have paper.
Hold on, man. Stop copying me now. Hold on. Man.
Well, I don't look. I don't have an assistant. I don't have an assistant.
Yeah, I would say you ain't got no damn assistant. So you always trying to copy people. You already got the YouTube channel. This is your show. But now you got to copy motherfuckers. Okay.
Oh, see, look, now you make me sound like I'm somebody else. Anyway, I didn't kill Carter. Anyway, no, tone and pacing, just like classic television. Audio editing, like classic television. That's something I think a lot of you motherfuckers probably didn't notice, is the audio editing, the sound editing in the in the show. The fact that they actually probably either went back and like touched it up to make it sound like classic television, or probably, and more likely, they went back and redubbed all the lines so it would sound just that much more off, just like how classic television used to be, because we didn't have those types of high-end microphones back then. Yeah, dude, fucking love it. Oh, also Emma Caulfield as Anya. Yeah, we now know that that Anya did not die in the season finale of Buffy. She just is chilling in Wanda's never past bedtime land reality. We've also got my homie Trey Johnson coming back with another $5 super chat. Didn't even say that. Look, didn't say that. But came back with another $5 super chat. Dude, you're out here today, bud. You're out here. Said Cyberpunk 2077 is a dream game. Masahiro Sakurai 2021. Hey, here's the fucked up part though. I actually have a lot of fun with Cyberpunk 2077. For as much as I criticize the game, I actually think it's really fun. The thing is, it is kind of a broken game if you're trying to play that motherfucker on anything short than a high-end system. And my computer is a very high-end system. So, yeah. Monumental Comics with the $5 super chat says, D'Angelo in this mug, how would you feel if Swarm crawled out the damn sewer? I like both episodes. Dude, if Swarm would have came out the sewer, I'd have fell out. If Swarm, and for those who know what I'm talking about, like, I'm talking about the Marvel Comics villain Swarm, who, if I'm not mistaken, is a mutant. Can control bees and shit. I'd have passed the fuck out. I'd have passed the fuck out. I'd be like, oh, Lord, Jesus. Black Nito with the $5 super chat says, if Carter was getting Disney money, he'd have been got a plate. Right? First off, I want y'all to understand something. If I was getting Disney money, I would be able to afford to pay Carter enough money that he would not have to worry about a motherfucker getting him a plate. I'm just saying. Ty Sam with the $5 super chat says, Disney money equals Christmas and Thanksgiving plates all year long. You goddamn right. Shot down damn with the $2 super chat says, cut the check, Disney. Ernie got 5 kids' feet. Technically, you are right. I have 5 kids minus 3. But that said, I still won money like I got 5 kids. Y'all ignore that last part. The SFCK Kill with the $5 super chat says, I don't see this ending well for Wanda, and that's gonna suck. I don't think it's gonna. Okay, there's an image that if you watched, there was a thing they did. It was a featurette they did after the 2 episodes aired. And basically it was showing Wanda like this, you know, looking at basically still doing the TV show sitcom thing, but instead of doing a sitcom, this was more like a reality show. Like they're going through the different eras of television. Eventually we are gonna, like they did Dick Van Dyke and Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie and all that other shit, and yeah, I Love Lucy, whatever. Now they're moving into the Brady Bunch territory, and then next we're gonna move into Roseanne territory, and then eventually we're gonna move into reality television. And you can kind of tell right here because she's doing the confessional right here where she's talking about how she feels about everything that's going on around her. And we see like eventually like her mood drops from being like giddy and like, oh my God, yeah, everything's just so great, so great. And then eventually she drops to a stone face because things are not okay. And this is where things are going to start unraveling.
What if she has to choose between making Vision permanently real or her kids?
Dude, that's another one I was just thinking about too. And I think that's going to be a tough one. I actually think that's going to be a tough one. And I hope they handle it correctly. And I think I know they will because we know we're getting Young Avengers. So, of course, she's going to choose her children. But that would be fucking wild. Also, I love Vision in the whole Dan outfit. That's killing me right there. That's killing me. Vision sitting here trying to look. And look, I love how he's in that picture. He's even making the same face that John Goodman would have made on the show. Lord, I'm here for it. I'm here for all of it, man. I'm here for all of it. Here for all of it. Just saying. Just saying. But yeah, that said. Yeah, let's keep moving. We got anything? Yep, and we got, oh, shit, man. I was about to click on a super chat and it ran away from me. Let's see here. I tell you what, hey, Andrew Wisdom, I'm gonna thank you for your $5, but you wrong. Anyway. I appreciate the $5 though. You paid $5 to give a wrong opinion. Bye. This how you know motherfuckers are petty. But see, here's the thing is, I want y'all to think about something. You paid me money.
Hold on.
Essentially
Okay, so
get.
He just said in the chat, I feel like it's moving too slow. Okay, and I hate that I'm the one that's constantly having to come to the show's defense because I didn't even. Here's the thing: we got 2 episodes, right? Mm-hmm. And in 2 episodes, it went from black and white to color. Mm-hmm. In 2 episodes, we got a bunch of Easter eggs that a lot of people may not have noticed. And like, I see all these people talking in chat and shit right now. Nobody's talking about the shit that happened on the radio in the 2nd episode.
Nope. Ain't nobody talking about Jimmy Woo on the radio trying to get Wanda's attention.
How is it moving too slow? It's been 2 fucking episodes.
Look, I'm gonna tell you what. Hey, Andrew Wisdom, look, I'm tell you what. You paid $5 to get flamed. It ain't my fault that you too dim to get what the show is telling you. I'm sorry.
Like all I'm asking is how are y'all saying it's too slow after 2 episodes?
Look, wait. And here's the thing. 2 22-minute episodes. The show, okay, the credits are about 1/3 as long as the show itself. Like, I remember looking at the length of the episodes, and it was like, oh, well, this one's 35, this one's 37. Dude, you want to know what most of, like, the 5, like, some of that was credits. I actually sat there and watched them. I let them run just to see how long they were. I was like, oh, wow, dude, this, because I looked at the bar.
Oh, boom, he hit the nail on the head. He just said it. Fans notice it, but most people would. You just hit the nail on the head.
Exactly.
I said it. I fucking said it.
You said it earlier. No, you said this earlier. I'm not going to give him credit for saying some shit that you said like an hour and a half ago. Look.
He just proved my point. I'm straight now. I'm good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because here's my thing. Here's my thing, though. So basically what you're telling me is that you ain't a fan. That basically, you just answered your own question. You ain't a fan. If you sitting here complaining about how, well, fans will notice, but most people wouldn't, so you just most people. I'm sorry that I read comics and that I catch this shit, or in some cases, and I will admit this, I have the decency to go on Google like any other normal decent human being and look the goddamn shit up. Do some research.
Okay, Luzosaurus is saying this, and other people are saying this because I kind of want us to move forward from this because I think we letting that little silly shit irk us. What is this Mephisto Easter egg people keep talking about?
That's a good question. Now, as far as I'm concerned, and I'm actually looking up, just because I like I said, if I don't see something, I will look it up like a normal, decent human being. The Easter eggs that I saw didn't have anything to do with Mephisto.
Okay.
The ones that I personally witnessed. Now, I probably missed some things because there were moments where I either A, looked away from the TV to see what the fuck my kid was doing, or was listening to my wife tell me about her day. I don't know. Who knows? Because, you know, attentive husband. Anyway, point of the matter is, and I've actually watched both episodes twice, and it took me moments to, like, and it took those repeat viewings to actually catch the Grim Reaper reference. And some of the other ones, the other stuff, I just wasn't even paying attention. I went back and was like, oh shit, there it is. I don't know what the Mephisto one is. I'll be brutally honest about that. That is something the Blerd Without Fear. Oh my God, heaven forbid. The Blerd Without Fear doesn't know something.
Okay, the wine bottle that they were drinking had writing on it. Yeah, that wine bottle, a lot of people were saying that they thought it had something to do with mutants.
I mean, maybe. Okay, first off, Herb is not the only black person in town. I guess we're just gonna act like Monica was not there. Okay, cool. All right.
Oh, why did they get her that name, Geraldine?
Right, they have for Geraldine. It kept on going. Oh, the House of... Okay, I see what they're talking about. I see... Okay, here it is. I found it. The wine bottle that they're looking at. It is a reference to House of M. Is as far as I can tell. It's a reference to House of M. Basically, because what it is, it says if you notice close. Well, here I'll show you what the fuck I'm talking about. Here, I have the thing right here. Here, let me. And here, Chrome. Let's fix this because I don't actually have. There. Okay. There it is. Okay, so. And it's you can't see the tweet because the way I have everything cut up, but you can see the bottle. And basically what it is it translates to the House of Misery, which is an Easter egg for House of M. Some people probably saw the MEP and just assumed the R was an H. That's what I think happened. I don't think that's a reference to Mephisto. I think this is actually just a reference. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, and I see like there's even some tweets down below that say that was it mépris does not mean, or I guess that's how it's pronounced. I don't know shit. I'm gonna say I could have said mépris, whatever. Anyway, they said there's some say that it's not exactly what that means, but technically it's basically to mean anything that is considered to be wrong, mean, vile, or uncouth. But who knows? That said, that's the only thing I know about in regards to the wine bottle, if that's what everyone's harping on with this. Let's see here. Let's keep it moving, because I know we got one. Let's see, we got another. Also, can we put some respect on Paul Bettany? Can we put some respect on Paul Bettany? Paul Bettany, I forgot, had such good comedic timing. He is actually a really funny guy. Like, I hate he doesn't get enough work. I actually said this in voice chat the other day in Discord. Can we surround Paul Bettany and protect him? Because I'm scared something's gonna happen to him, and he's gonna die one day and not get his propers, and then people just be like, yeah, who's it? Wasn't he the guy that played the bald-headed dude in Priest? I'm like, this man did not come out here acting his ass off his vision to be remembered as the bald-headed motherfucker from Priest. Y'all need to quit playing with this man.
It's like I told you, like, I know that's Vision, but he is still that goofy naked white man that was with Heath Ledger in A Knight's Tale to me.
Yes. Look, this man didn't take the L from Thanos just to be remembered as the naked man.
Yeah, he was literally the jousting hype man in that movie.
Lord, I'm done with y'all. Get me out of here. Cut me loose.
You want to see some Knights of the Round Table doing We Will Rock You and everybody just roll with it? You watch The Knight's Tale.
Hey. I will say, I actually like that movie. We got one from Kevin Lane 14 with the $5 super chat. Says, those who are hating WandaVision are not real artistic, abstract film creative people. Those same people think Wonder Woman 84 was great. See? And I'll be the first one to say, man, y'all heard what I had to say earlier. Y'all heard what I had to say earlier about Wonder Woman 84. Y'all already know what I feel about that shit. Anyway, but no, this once again, if a motherfucker comes to me saying 50s graphics, I'm going to just laugh you out the motherfucking building. Just say you don't like Nick at Night. Just say that. Just say that. That's way more simple. It's much more simple. But it is abstract, and that's kind of the thing. Like case in point. See, the reason why when when Carter and I were talking earlier about Legion, and even other things, Carter and I have very different opinions about things. This is why we get along, because if you live in an echo chamber where everyone thinks just like you, you're never gonna grow, and you're never you'll only hear yourself reverberating in your own ears. Like, you have to surround yourself with people who do think differently. That's why I have Carter on the show, because Carter, if he disagrees with me, he'll openly say so. And I will simply go, huh, okay, well, shit, I respect that. I might disagree with something Carter says, and I will say, hey, Carter, I disagree. And Carter will respect that. Just is what it is. But, so I don't want anyone to think that, we're, just being disrespectful. No, it's no, we both have, I could actually tell just by, the conversations that Carter and I have had, even prior to the show going live, and even right now, I know that Carter and I actually have, while we do agree about people need to give the show time and not just expect everything to be handed to them on a silver platter, I'm actually pretty positive that Carter and I have different opinions about the show overall. Just is what it is. Not everybody can't not everyone's gonna like what you like, and not everyone's gonna hate what you hate. And just because someone likes something that you hate or hates something that you like, don't mean you can't get along. So long as you're respectful about it. But when I read in the chat motherfuckers being disrespectful to me because I like something that you don't, I'm gonna be disrespectful right back, because, I fight fire with gasoline. So, doesn't make any damn sense, but it does to me. So, I'm like this. I'm just like, fuck it. Mow fire. Let's go. Anywho's, Carter.
Yes, sir.
Final words on the premiere.
It was. I was surprised it kept my attention, because I did not expect to like it as much as I did. But now that there are very subtle things you really have to keep an eye on, I think that's what I'm going to start focusing on, and I'm going to lose sight of what's going on the fucking show now, because I'm going to be looking for fucking Easter eggs.
Well, no, because, we were talking earlier, I mentioned the Grim Reaper, that you were like, nah, hold on, I got to rewind this. Because people don't remember. Honestly, if you didn't read Tom King's, Vision comic, which is a great comic, 12 issues, I believe, is what it ran. That's why when people tell me Tom King's a bad writer, I'm like, hold on, pimp. Did you read Vision? Wait. Did you read Mr. Miracle? Because, I don't believe you. But no, it is what it is. It is what it is. And I will say, if you haven't read Vision, please go read it. It's a very good read. And honestly, I think if you aren't familiar with that comic, I actually think the Vision comic might help you digest WandaVision a little better, because Vision, while not exactly the same thing, the aesthetic behind it is kind of similar, if you get where I'm coming from. But yeah, anyway, neither here nor there. Oh, let's see, was it? Oh, okay, I see what you're talking about. The devil's in the detail. Oh, okay, I took that as a, okay, I see what you're talking about. Episode 2, the Mephisto reference, the devil's in the details. Okay, I actually took that as kind of a throwaway line just for Catherine Hahn, as Agnes, to just say, oh, and then some other places as well. Though it could be. That actually could be. This is Kevin Feige we're talking about. Yeah, he produces a lot of shit, and he probably told the motherfuckers, hey, put that shit in there, because we're bringing this motherfucker. And I would love to see Mephisto in the MCU. I've actually been very vocal about that. I've been very vocal about that shit. I would love to see that shit. Which, by the way, Thank you for that $5 super chat, Randy. Now let's Carter.
Yes.
We're and I think I've talked enough about this. I've talked enough about WandaVision. I feel like y'all know how I feel about it. I enjoy the show. I loved it. I'm actually more curious to see how. While I completely disagree that the show should have been like made like to where you can binge all of it at once, because I think you would lose some of the cliffhanger vibes they intentionally crafted to put at the end of each episode. I do also at the same time wish that it was bingeable, because I kind of just want to know what's going on. I want to see more. And Tiana Paris has come out and said that Monica Rambeau's origin will be revealed. She has said that. And it's even implied that she may or may not already have powers. And we do know that her super suit, that the suit that she wears, is actually going to feature in the show at some point, because it has been shown in promotional posters, toys, and I think even in a clip from a trailer. So that said, yes, it has Monica Rambeau in it. I was already won over right off rip, so I'm biased. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, moving along. Carter, you know, your boy K-Fi's been out here lately, right?
Yes.
He's been out here talking shit, dropping dimes. He's been telling us the MCU's planned out 5 to 6 years ahead of anything that's been announced. He's given us hard confirmation that Chadwick Boseman is not going to be recast. They are not going to be using CG to create Chadwick Boseman for Black Panther 2. Ryan Coogler is reworking the script as we speak. And there's even rumors that Black Panther 2 will take place in some underwater locales. Kevin Feige has even come out and said that the characters from the Netflix shows are not off the table, but aren't on the table either. That anything that's ever happened in the Marvel Universe is on the table to be addressed at some point in the future at any given time. That said, yeah, he also addressed Daredevil. Now, take this with a grain of salt, because we don't know. And it's not been officially announced by Marvel. It's actually been completely just ignored for all intents and purposes by Marvel up to this point. But Charlie Cox is rumored to have finished filming his scenes for Spider-Man 3. And everyone is automatically assuming he is playing the Devil of Hell's Kitchen in Spider-Man 3. Because that's what everybody wanted. That was the fanfic everybody wrote after the what the fuck stinger that happened in Spider-Man Far From Home. Like I said, this is unsubstantiated rumors, Carter, but would you want to see Daredevil in Spider-Man 3? Would you want to see that? A movie that already supposedly has Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire's versions of Spider-Man, Kirsten Dunst coming back as MJ, Jamie Foxx reprising his Electro role, and Alfred Molina supposedly coming back as Dr. Octopus. Do you feel this is like, if this was real, do you feel like this would be a good thing?
It would be cool to see, but I wouldn't want to. It would be cool to see him in this, but just with the show that we've had with the 3 seasons of Daredevil, I feel like it wouldn't work. Or I mean, of course it's Marvel and they could make it work, but what? Okay, let me see.
Maybe this is an alternate Earth from the Netflix universe.
Well, see, and I don't think they would do that. I think they would kind of we heard you all. So I think it'd be Netflix Daredevil. I would think that it would be too dark to have Daredevil on this on a Tom Holland Spidey movie. Now, if they were to bring Matthew Murdock, that would be cool.
That's what I think it actually is. I think it's just Matt Murdock. I don't think he's actually gonna be in costume.
Yeah, if it's just Matt Murdock, that would be cool because now you're really going to entice people into just really screaming and hollering for Daredevil. Hell, you might even get people trying to buy the seasons again, or because I think aren't they supposed to be popping up on Disney Plus sometime soon?
You supposedly there's rumor on the campfire that they are going to move those over.
Oh, okay. But yeah, Matthew Murdock, cool, but the Daredevil, I don't know how that would work.
Well, okay, and I'm gonna throw another one at you too because this has unrelated anything, but is related. But there was a rumor with She-Hulk that Jessica Jones and Kristen Ritter was going to come back and reprise her role as Jessica Jones for She-Hulk because, as we know, She-Hulk and Jessica Jones, they know each other. They're tight. So there was that. And yeah, there's a lot of other little there's a lot of talk right now about what's going to happen with these characters now that they are officially no longer off the table due to the Netflix exclusivity deal. There's a lot of talk about, is this character going to pop up here? Are Luke Cage and Jessica Jones going to pop up in the MCU at some point? Are they going to show up in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? Are they going to show up in Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Are they going to show up in She-Hulk? Are they going to show up in Miss Marvel? Are they going to show up in Ironheart? Are they going to make, which honestly I think this would probably be the best possible thing they could do, make a fucking Heroes for Hire show for Disney Plus. Can we please make that a thing? God, I don't know what the fuck are we waiting on. But I would love to see, and honestly, for me, the 25 to 30 minute format, I'm actually digging because it's digestible. It's quick, in and out. Get the fuck out. Quick in and out. Get in, get the fuck out. I want to be able to move on and watch something else. Because an hour-long television show, while good in most cases and is warranted in some cases, I think a 30-minute television show often is just more up my alley because I can watch more of it. And I can stop anytime I want, just like alcoholism.
Danger.
But that said, I don't know. I would rather it be just Charlie Cox coming back as Matt Murdock. Matt Murdock, regular, degular. I don't even want a hint that he has powers. I just want that motherfucker to show up and just be like, hey, I heard you need legal counsel. Oh, you don't need me? Okay, cool, I'm out. I mean, and I just love the fact that, the shooting schedule, he can't possibly be in the movie for more than like 5 minutes. Because this shit came out quick. Like, if he finished filming within like less than I guess a matter of a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks of them getting the rights back to Daredevil, then no. There's no way. He's got to be in the movie for at least less than 5 minutes. Carter, were you ever at any point in time interested in the Batwoman and Superman and Lois Arrowverse crossover?
I was not. I was not. I checked out of the Arrowverse a couple seasons in Arrow.
Damn, this man said, fuck this show. He said Arrowverse too white. Look,
no, it wasn't that it was too white, it was too Batman.
Well, yeah, it's well, which is funny because Green Arrow is literally a rip on Batman, but CW just didn't get the memo that Oliver actually has more of a personality than Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, when you got Arrow fighting Ra's al Ghul, okay, dog. All right.
So we basically have Green Arrow playing Batman's greatest hits.
Yeah.
There were more Batman villains on that show than there were Arrow villains. They had the Clock King, Solomon Grundy. Like, goddamn, dude, what's up? Like a half-ass Solomon Grundy at that. Well, who else they had? They had the motherfucking Royal Flush Gang just pull up out of nowhere. I was like, Lord.
Oh,
Firefly. And they were half-ass versions, too. They were all half-ass versions, because that was back when Arrow was trying to be more realistic. Not like comic booky. But, no, I ask you that because, you know, the Batwoman show and the Superman Lois show were supposed to have a crossover.
Right. And I think that would more so benefit Batman than Superman, just because I don't know of a lot of people who care about the fact that iteration of Superman, Tyler Hoechlin, has his own show now, because I don't think people were really paying him any fucking attention on Supergirl. I think that was just more so Supergirl and Superman's in this episode. So I think this benefit Batwoman, especially with the character change.
Right. Well, the reason why this is happening is not because, you know, one of the shows is about to get canceled, though that could very well happen. It's actually more to do with COVID than it is to do with anything else. Okay. It has more to do with COVID because in order to merge these productions, you would have to have way more people on set. You have to have way more people on camera, and they just don't want to take any risk getting anyone infected. So it's being done away with. Because Javicia Leslie, who is your Batwoman now, she even came out and said that it broke her heart because she really wanted that crossover to happen because it also would have opened the doorway to more crossovers with Batwoman, like having a Batwoman and Black Lightning crossover, which was something that was also in talks at CW. And something that Javicia Leslie specifically wanted because, as she has come out and said on TV Line, that her and Nefessa Williams, who plays Thunder, and Jordan Calloway, who plays Painkiller, are really good friends of hers. And it would have been great to actually, like, have all the superheroes together, like, have them do something special. Not to mention, she also thought it'd be really cool to just have a black as fuck crossover on the CW. But, yeah. Neither here nor there. She didn't say black as fuck. She said super black crossover. So there you go. But yeah.
Yeah, see, that's not black as fuck. That's black as hell. There's a difference.
Yeah, that's black as hell. Yeah. Look, look. Let me tell you something. That would now if you would have gotten now if Diggle shows up, maybe it'd be black as fuck. If he shows up with the Green Lantern ring, then it would be black as fuck. But until if it's just Jordan Calloway and Nefessa Williams, and we already know China Anne McClain is not coming back. Well, she's coming back, but she's leaving the show after this next season. Well, the show's being canceled anyway, so whatever. But yeah, point of the matter is, it ain't happening. Thanks, COVID. Fuck COVID, man. Fucking everything up for everybody. But no, that's not the only thing that's actually getting fucked over. And this one's actually a good thing. Because, you know, we were talking about, you know, Arrow. Guess what ain't happening, Carter?
What is not happening, Ernie?
Green Arrow and the Canaries. I called it. That show is not getting made at CW. And probably for the best.
Wow.
Like, and I want to make sure I preface this. I'm not sexist. I don't hate the show because it would have literally been like an all-female show. No, it has nothing to do with it. I just legit did not like the girl that was playing Oliver's daughter. I thought she was garbage water. They
did a lot of shit though for that to prepare for that spinoff. They did a lot for that. Oh, wow,
yeah,
dude.
Because it was supposed to be basically the show was supposed to carry on with her as the lead, and with the other Black Canaries. So you had like both I guess it would have been Black Siren and then Black Canary, who we last saw, the last Canaries we saw on the show. It was supposed to be like this huge team, and apparently not happening. But yeah, it was Catherine McNamara. That was her name. Yeah, I did not like her. I did not like her as whoever the fuck she was supposed to be. Oliver's daughter. Her and Oliver and Felicity Smoke's child. I just didn't like it. She was too edgelord. She was way too edgelord, and I was like, Lord, oh my God. Ugh. Oh my god. Ugh. Like, oh my god, it's like you're literally like you're killing me. You're killing my soul. I'm about to go to Hot Topic and get some black mascara and some goddamn trip pants and some motherfucking and listen to some goddamn Bela Lugosi's Dead and look like because you're just so edgelord dark. God damn. Why are you making me go back to high school?
He said trip pants. Yuck.
Oh, dude, right? Look,
Yuck.
look. Now, I will say this though. I do hate it for Juliana Harkavy and Katie Cassidy because I actually like them in their roles. It's just that I think you should have just made a Black Canary show. Like, I would have rather been a Black Canary show than this, hey, we're passing the torch to Oliver's daughter, because then this is like, nah, I don't want that. Just, like, They should have either let the chick, was it Juliana Harkavy, who's playing, Dinah, or let Katie Cassidy, who's playing Black Siren, either just let them motherfuckers carry on or not. You just call, like, if you just called the Canaries, I'd have been like, all right, cool. But not this bullshit. Not this bullshit. I'm good on all that. Good on all that. But that said, Carter, let me ask you a question.
Shoot.
How do you feel? Actually, I want to save this one for last. Because it's just, I know you're gonna have things to say, so I want to save it for last. Let's talk about some more MCU stuff. You already know what I'm talking about too. That's the sad part. He already knows the fuck I'm talking about. So yesterday in the Discord, in the general voice chat, we were talking about Nova. Nova came up.
Yeah.
So guess what?
What's up?
Kevin Feige has confirmed that Nova, and not just Richard Rider, but as I suggested, also Sam Alexander, will be making their Marvel Cinematic Universe debut. Eventually. Eventually. Sometime. Kevin Feige was talking with comicbook.com, just like how he did with some of the other information we picked up earlier. He said when asked whether or not Richard Rider or Sam Alexander version of Nova would appear in the MCU, he said, well, yes, and yes. To both questions. He says timing is relative, right? I think I'd be talking about Doctor Strange 8 years before that movie actually came out. So immediate potential is relative. But basically what he's saying is that they have been talking about Nova for years. A lot of people don't know this, and I've talked about this on the show before, but Nova was originally supposed to be in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1.
Okay.
But they took him out because they felt there were too many characters being introduced. So they didn't want to bring him in and, take away from the other core Guardians of the Galaxy. And they wanted Nova to have more time to shine. You had the Nova core, but by the time you get to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, they once again wanted to bring back, they wanted to put Nova in the movie, and they also wanted to put Adam Warlock in as well. However, once again, just like with the first movie, they felt too many characters and too many new characters already being introduced in terms of Aisha and Ego. They had to pare something down, and they decided that it would be more prudent to go with Mantis rather than Adam Warlock and just tease him for later. And then also, especially since they're not using the same plot threads of the Infinity Gauntlet that I think people were expecting. And they decided that Nova didn't need to be there either. And of course, we all know the Nova core has been destroyed. So now would probably be a good time to probably bring Nova back. He's been teased a lot over the past 4 or 5, maybe even 6 years. So yeah, he's eventually going to make his debut. It will happen eventually, just probably not the way you're gonna expect it. But Carter, would you want to see Nova? Would you like to see Nova in the MCU?
Yeah, it'd be funny because I know if they introduce him on Guardians of the Galaxy, they're going to run Dick Rider jokes into the ground.
Dude, I
And
would actually love that. I would love that, actually.
I
I'd be here for it.
know that they are gonna have Chris Pratt run Dick Rider jokes into the pavement. Sam Alexander will be cool to see just because if you know your history about that character, you'll know where they came from. So that would be dope. But I feel like that would be more so a Disney Plus series that eventually went into
Kind of what they're doing with Miss Marvel.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. I would actually appreciate that.
Sam Alexander, yes, I see going to Disney Plus then film route. Richard Rider, I see he's gonna be in the movies just off rip. I would love. No, I don't think this will ever happen. I think what they did with Netflix would be a good idea to do for the films, where basically you had the films as the main Marvel, and then Netflix was basically Marvel Knights. I would love for them to do something along the lines of like the Dan Abnett space stuff for one group of people, that while you still had the main Marvel stuff going on, or you could do it to where, okay, the Avengers stuff is subsided right now. Let's get some Annihilation stuff up.
Yeah, I would like that. I actually would like
That would be dope if they did like an on and off kind of deal for where, okay, we're gonna get a few like a couple years for a little space shit, and then we do the main Marvel stuff.
Look, Mailman, I'm gonna tell you right now. Nah, there's a worse name. Well, actually, I tell you what, that is the worst comic book character name. But man, have y'all ever thought about Riddick? Character Riddick. What is his name? Richard B. Riddick. Dick B. Riddick. Lord. Nope.
I never put two and two together like that. I actually never put.
That's why that motherfucker be mad all the time. That's why Vin Diesel be mad all the time in the Pitch Black movies. That motherfucker.
Dick B. Riddick. I'm finna tell that girl I work with, start calling me Riddick.
What's the quickest way to a man's heart? Between the fourth and the fifth lumbar.
Hey, we already she already getting broke off in the dark, so I can tell I got the shine eyes. Let's go. I love this show. Give me the best ideas.
Dude. Hey, look, you're welcome. Next up. This is actually old news. This actually was from like a couple of weeks ago, but I figured it's worth talking about. Yeah, we've actually talked about before, because this is more MCU news. Yet again, more MCU news, Disney Plus news. Talking about Disney Plus things. There is actually some rumor by Murphy's Multiverse that Elijah Richardson is rumored to be in the Marvel the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and will likely be featuring in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Which is interesting. I'm interested. I'm interested. Like Elijah Richardson likely coming in now, and maybe it could just be a coincidence. His name is Elijah, and so too is the name of the character he's supposedly gonna be playing, Eli. That may be just too much coincidence there, but a lot of people are saying that he is likely gonna be playing Eli Bradley. Yeah. For those who are not familiar with the actor, I actually had to look him up. I was not terribly familiar with anything that, at least not off of name alone. I was not familiar with anything he'd ever, actually like been in. But apparently, he is an actor who is his claim to fame as of late has been like things like Mr. Robot. Law and Order, so on and so forth. But he has been rumored to be joining the cast of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, possibly playing Isaiah Bradley's grandson, Eli. And I don't know. I mean, I'm here for it, whatever. Yeah. Not the guy I would have picked, but, because, I didn't even know who he was until literally, like, the day the news came out. But hey, who knows? I can't really, since I'm not familiar with the kid, I can't even assess his acting ability or whether or not it is a good choice or not. Yeah. But this is the guy, and he is going to be he's going to be playing. If he is in fact going to be playing Patriot, there's yet again more fuel to the Young Avengers fire. Which I swear to God, people keep acting like the shit ain't happening. Like every time I go look on Twitter or Facebook or Reddit or anywhere, people are like, oh my God, they need to just make Young Avengers. Motherfucker, they are. Just wait. Be patient, goddammit. Y'all be wanting shit like right away. But I'm here for it. I mean, I don't know. Are you into Patriot at all? Or you like Patriot at all?
I didn't know a lot about Patriot until what was that book? I think it was like the Children's Crusade. It had Scarlet Witch involved.
Yeah. It was her, Wiccan, and Speed. I
knew of that book, but I didn't really know a lot about Patriot until Gillen's Young Avengers run.
Okay. Yeah, he's basically the grandson of Isaiah Bradley, who, for those who don't know, is the Black Captain America, who was experimented on with a super soldier serum that was essentially they were trying to recreate the success of Steve Rogers, but the serum, like, because they didn't have all the information, they were basically trying to recreate the serum from scratch. Because you gotta remember, at this point, Dr. Erskine was already dead.
Yeah.
So all they had was his notes, and that's it. So they were trying to recreate the serum and try and beat, I think it was Germany. I think it was Germany? Yeah, I think they were trying to beat Germany because Germany was also trying to create super soldiers as well. But the Isaiah Bradley, his character, he was the only one from his squadron who survived the testings of said super soldier serum. So he doesn't even have the same super soldier serum that Steve Rogers has. So that's why he's kind of considered to be, I don't like using the word inferior in this particular instance, but basically he's not quite on the same level as Steve Rogers. Like, he is in that, peak human category like Steve Rogers is, but like he's kind of like a little bit under. Like, whatever Steve can do, he's kind of just under it because they don't have the same stuff there. We're working with different materials, and he also, because he didn't get to maintain his treatments and testings after he was given the serum because he was captured for like years. I think he got captured and was held prisoner for like over a decade or so. His brain started deteriorating. Like, he basically started, it was almost like his mind started regressing. So that was kind of the other reason why he was considered to be a lesser Captain America. But I think he's a cool character because of what he represents and what he stands for. Like, it's not a fight between who's the better Captain America. It's a fact that he just stands for something different. And neither here nor there. Point of the matter is, they're putting his grandson in there. I wonder if we think we might get Josiah X. We might get him, his direct son. Because I think Josiah X is too black. He's too black and too militant for the MCU. He might be too black for it. I don't know. What if he showed up in WandaVision?
Shit, anything is possible at this point. That boy like guest appearance, had the crowd, the audience go crazy and shit.
Look, that motherfucker is like, he's like, I want him to show up and pull a line from Dave Chappelle, like, who in the hell is Renee Zellweger?
Oh God. Oh God.
That's what I want to do. I don't know why. Oh God, I love it. Anyway, speaking of MCU, did you know? Apparently, the Hollywood Reporter is seeming to believe that we are going to have a high-profile actor joining in on the Moon Knight series.
Now, I actually read about this
Mm-hmm.
yesterday, and I got excited. I got a little bit giddy.
You gotta look. See. It happened. Now here, I just want to say something real quick before I reveal who this is. This man, if I'm not mistaken, who's been cast, supposedly, like I said, we don't have any hard confirmation yet, but this man has been in the business for quite some time. Guy is literally out here acting his ass off. And they're about to bring this motherfucker to the MCU. I don't know who the fuck. He is, I guess, going to be playing.
Yeah.
But they are bringing your boy Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hawke is coming to Moon Knight. Lord have mercy. Dude. Who he's playing, we don't know.
Yeah. I like how they're actually, and here's the thing. I was going to call bullshit on this story when I first saw it. Because I'm like, that's Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hawke is still doing some solid movies still. And then I find out that he had already been doing a show. I cannot remember that. I can't remember the name of the show right now, but basically it was on Stars. I think it just ended like maybe a month or so back. He's basically portraying John Brown.
Yeah.
Basically just trying to free the slaves. And that show was complete. Fuck you, LJ Brown, saying he's playing Carter's dad. Fuck you. Now,
Lord.
seeing him on
here
that
for it.
show, I think it was called like the good singing bird or something along those lines. Seeing him on that show, the way he played John Brown is just this unhinged, super religious, crazy white man. I could see him on Moon Knight now, being some kind of crazy, like moon god fanatic.
Damn. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I can see him praying. I can see him being a foil to Moon Knight in this, just because I've seen him play a crazy white man. I can see him doing another one alongside Poe Dameron.
I can see that. Yeah, they say he's gonna be the series lead villain in this. So yeah, and honestly, why else would you cast Ethan Hawke to play anyone else but the lead villain? I'm here for it though. I'm here for it. I think it'll be awesome. Who he could possibly be playing, Lord, I couldn't even. Yeah.
If you want to see Ethan Hawke in a trippy movie, if you don't think that he'll be good in Moon Knight, there's a film that came out in 2014 that he starred in called Predestination.
Yes.
It's had a little bit of time travel involved. That I'm not even gonna tell you anything else about Predestination, because that movie is going to fuck your head up. All you people that took my recommendation about Savage Avengers and Wonder Woman, Dead Earth, and all that stuff, I'm giving you a movie now. If you are kind of calling fuckery on Ethan Hawke being put into something Marvel related, go watch Predestination and prepare to have your brain melted.
Dude, for real. I do like, okay, so I want to preface everything I say here by because we're getting ready to move on to our final story before we jump into questions and recommendations and all the other good stuff. Because I think we're doing really good today. We're doing really good on time. I like it.
Here we are.
Look at us. I saw this tweet the other day and I had to retweet it because it tickled me so bad. But okay, so surprise, the Mortal Kombat movie that has been in production for some time that I don't think people even realize. I know there's lots of people who didn't even know they were even making a new Mortal Kombat movie, but this is something that's actually been in production for quite some time. It's going to be a movie that's going to be starring Ludi Lin as Liu Kang, Jessica McNamee as Sonya Blade, Joe Taslim as Sub-Zero, Hiroyuki Sanada as Scorpion. We also got Makad Brooks as Jax, Louis Tan as Cole Young, and Tadanobu Asano as Lord Raiden. And we've also got Max Huang as Kung Lao, Josh Lawson as Kano, and Chin Han as Shang Tsung. And this movie has a very eclectic list of characters that you would expect to see in a Mortal Kombat something of some renown. But we actually, they're supposed to be releasing a trailer eventually for this. I guess leading up to the April 16th release on HBO Max. But we actually got to get some imagery here of this, and basically you kind of see this is, if you can't tell, this is Sub-Zero and Scorpion right here. You can actually see the harpoon, the spear, the Scorpion throws that apparently has been ripped off of its cord, and Sub-Zero is about to put it on your boy. But
you all are about to see probably one of the best comedians out there now, making his like big movie debut.
You ain't shit. You ain't shit. I just want to point that out. I just want to point out you ain't shit.
I'm just saying he's one of the biggest comedians ever, and now they're putting him in Mortal Kombat, which I think is really, really dope.
I mean, I agree, because we see that we see all these amazing looking images, and like right here, boom, look at that, Sub-Zero looking like a badass. I'm here for it. We got Liu Kang and Kung Lao looking like badasses. And actually, you know what? I saved this one because I really wanted I wanted you guys to see this. We now got probably one of the greatest comedians, one of the greatest game show hosts in the history of comedy and game show hosts.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Steve Harvey as Jax.
Yeah, this is dope.
I'm here for it. Okay, so I just really want y'all to know that, look at this right here. Look at it. Tell me that ain't Steve. Dude, Steve Harvey the guy jacking a motherfucker, dude.
Yeah,
What's really going on?
He is huge. And I think there was a Men's Health video I saw on YouTube that showed how he bulked up for this Mortal Kombat role. I actually just sent you a link right now to where apparently his theme from the new Mortal Kombat movie has just been put online. I just sent it to you in Discord. This is Jax's theme in the new Mortal Kombat movie. If you want to play that for chat right now, I like it.
Here, let me get
I think it's dope.
Here, let's make this thing here. Let me turn on the Chrome audio real quick before and here I'm gonna pause the music. I want to pause the music for a moment too, because I want y'all to be ready for this.
Yeah, I like the theme. Really, really.
You ain't shit. Lord have mercy, Lord Jesus.
I'm just saying, just for him to go from making $5 doing stand-up comedy in bars to being in a huge franchise like Mortal Kombat, I think this really shows. I think this will show Steve Harvey's range as he's able, because he doesn't do a lot of action films. So I think this would be a good look for Steve Harvey. I think this will just open the door for other people. We might see like a Demolition Man sequel with Cedric the Entertainer. We might see.
Dude, Simon Phoenix, that'd be lit.
You know what I'm saying? So we might see the DL Hughley, as in Face Off, a sequel.
Dude, I love to see. So I want to see Chris Rock as Bishop in the MCU. I want that.
You You see what I mean? And so again, even though people, whether you all like it or not in the chat right now, Steve Harvey, one of the best comedians in the world, once again opening the door for other comedians, and now we're getting into HBO money. Now we're getting into HBO money. So it's big ups to Steve Harvey when it comes to this, because this is cool. This is really, really cool.
Here, can we drop? I'm gonna drop the bomb. I'm gonna drop the bomb for the homie Steve Harvey getting this role as Jax in Mortal Kombat. You gotta give his props. You gotta give his props. But no, I can't keep saying this shit with a straight face. But no, this is Mehcad Brooks, goddamn. Who I want to point out looks like he's fighting Shao Kahn. Cause you see that big ass hammer, it's like the head of a hammer he's holding on to.
Yeah.
It's like he's trying to stop something from being swung at him or from hitting him. I mean, look, it's Mehcad Brooks. I like the guy. I haven't ever really hated him in anything I've ever seen him in, really. That's including Supergirl. He did the best he could with what he was given. He was just told to sit there, be black, and take his shirt off occasionally, and dress up as the Guardian. Yeah, hey, whatever.
Okay, so your mic keeps messing up, so I could barely hear what you kept calling him. But I think Steve Harvey will be great in this role, man. I think
you ain't shit.
Look at his arms, because apparently those are actually just some kind of plastic that they put over Steve Harvey's arms for the quote unquote metal arms that Jax has in Mortal Kombat. I'm really excited to see this movie now, because just from that pick alone, because normally anytime you see Steve Harvey, he always has some kind of goofy ass look on his face. So just having Steve Harvey right now look as serious as he does, I'm really excited for this. I'm really, really excited for this. And I see that Biz Phone, you said what happened to that Chris Rock serious horror movie? You're talking about the Saw spinoff that they're doing. That movie is still supposed to be coming out.
That is still happening. Yeah, it's already filmed. It's done.
So I mean, right there, look at that. Steve Harvey is now in the Mortal Kombat franchise, and then we have Chris Rock taking over the Saw film. So
it's called Spiral, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think again, like I said, Steve Harvey just opening the doors for other comedians. I mean, it's really good to see black comedians helping black comedians. This is really dope.
Oh yeah, no, I mean I'm here for it. I mean I do really appreciate it because it's one of those things that Robin Williams, one of my favorite comedians. He was always known for being a funny man. For they always want to talk about Mrs. Doubtfire and Aladdin and Mork and Mindy and all those stuff. But no one ever really talks about his more serious roles, was a 1 Hour Photo and Insomnia, and there was another movie called Final Cut. I mean, they don't talk about his more serious, dramatic roles where he was really putting himself out there. Which I appreciated, which I really appreciated.
I just like that we were able to end all of our stories on whether they be comedians, or just black excellence, because this is what this is right now. Steve Harvey just showing everybody that you don't just have to always be the funny guy. You can take a serious role. You can take an action role. So. And I'm not even that big of a fan of Steve Harvey since he kind of sold out to white America. But this actually gives me some faith in Steve Harvey. So I'm really interested in seeing what Steve Harvey's going to do next.
Do you think that we're going to get because of course we can't have Bernie Mac back, God rest his soul. But do you think that this will open the door for the other kings of comedy to maybe come in and potentially play more characters in Mortal Kombat? Do you think this might could you see what was your boy's name? Can we get DL Hughley to maybe come in and play Quan Chi or something like that?
Well, honestly, I don't really like DL Hughley in a lot of anything, because I don't believe that he was a king of comedy. I think that was just a random motherfucker they needed to fill a spot one day, and they just kept him around. But if we were able to see Steve Harvey as Jax in this, and then maybe we could get Cedric the Entertainer as Baraicho, I think that would be a really, really dope tag team.
I'm here for that.
I think that'd be pretty cool.
Or I tell you what, DL Hughley, we get him as Reptile. How about that?
Yeah.
That would fit him. That would fit him, wouldn't it? I think that would fit him. Yeah, okay. I'm here for it. Actually, I did see someone brings up. Actually, what I would love to see, I want to see Steve Harvey I want to see him as Jax, selecting his opponent for Mortal Kombat, and he misreads the cue card and calls out Goro. But he actually meant to say Bo Raicho.
See, and now I wouldn't want that because, like, look how he looks in this picture right now. Steve actually looks really threatening in this picture right now, so I really wouldn't want them to try to bring up, like, Family Feud stuff and things like that. Just keep him menacing, keep him serious, keep him Jax. So I like Steve Harvey as he is right now. I really hope they don't bring any of the, like, Steve Harvey Family Feud and his daytime show. You know, I hope they don't bring any of that into this film. Just let him be Jax, because this is dope right now. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, I mean, same. I'm here for and all bullshittery aside. We actually got images of Sonya and Kano.
Yeah.
Which they're interesting. I like where it's going. They went with a different vibe for Kano that I'm kind of here for. Like, he looks way more like. Don't get me wrong. Was it the original Kano? I personally, that was actually my favorite. That was actually my favorite rendition.
Yeah.
Of Kano, which was Trevor Goddard. God rest his soul, because he actually passed away back in 2003. But yeah, I really liked him because, like, he, even though technically it was one of those situations where they went way off base for the character, because in the video games he was supposed to be like a half white, half Japanese, like criminal kingpin assassin, whatever the fuck. And when they got to the live action movie, they were like, "No, just make him Australian." And comically Australian at that. And then it took off. It was so iconic and so memorable that they actually went back and changed Kano in the video games to being Australian, and even in some instances looking just like Trevor Goddard did in the live action movie. So I mean, that tells you that they hit gold with that. But I actually like that, you know, in this one he's not wearing the face plate. But you can see he's got the scarred face, so maybe he will at some point have like a the metal, the metal face plate or something, or maybe he'll have, like, you know, maybe they'll show later, like, maybe once it gets torn, his face gets torn up some more, maybe you'll see the metal underneath or something like that. Who knows?
I think because you see those big scratches and that eye is already red.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we're gonna get a gross out moment where that face gets sliced off and you see that metal finally.
Oh, dude, that'd be so awesome. I'm here for that.
Yeah.
I actually do want to see that. I would love to see that. It's like little subtle details. I like it. I mean, yeah, some people are probably gonna clown it because they're like, "Oh, it looks budget." But I mean, you're looking at still images, and yeah, it's whatever. Yeah, I see it in motion. But one of the things I want to point out, a lot of y'all aren't picking up on this, is look who's playing your boy Sub-Zero. Y'all know that's old boy from the Raid, right?
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
I still need to watch those movies.
Dude, one day me and you need to sit down and watch that shit, because I got both of them. Oh, by the way, I've been watching that show. I talked about it on stream the other day. I've been watching that show, Gangs of London.
Yeah, I did see you talking about that. Yeah, you was kind of late to the party on that. That show was off the chain.
Dude, yeah. Well, because the thing is, you couldn't watch it unless you had a VPN, and by the time I got a VPN, like a good one, like, it didn't matter anymore. But they put it on AMC. They put it on AMC because the show's been out for like almost a year, I think.
Yeah, almost longer than that. I could have just showed you that. I could have just sent you the.
Oh yeah,
you know.
look, you could have shown me on the map where in the 7 Seas it was.
Yeah. I could have took you to IHOP real quick. We could have had.
I appreciate it. Your next time I'm just gonna ask Carter, but like I'm gonna do what I did yesterday when I was like I hit up one of my homies. I'm not gonna say names because I don't want anybody bugging him, but I was like, hey, where can I find like a really good functioning PS3 emulator and ROMs to play on it? And he was like, he said, "You want me to post it in the Discord, or do you want me to just DM you?" And I was like, "Just DM me." And dude, next thing you know, less than 20 minutes later, your boy playing Ozra's Wrath on his PC. Lord, quit playing with me. Quit playing with me, goddammit. Anyway. Or you about to say, Carter?
No, I'm gonna say I know that was how people were still playing fucking Scott Pilgrim online, was using that PC emulator.
Yep. You goddamn right they were. You goddamn right. But no, but yeah, that said, we're I think it's time. We're gonna switch on over into, let's get our recommendations out of the way, Carter. Let's get our recommendations out of the way.
All right.
What you got this week? What are you most what would you recommend this week?
Me, I like to do the stuff people probably won't pay attention to, because I don't think a lot of people paid attention to Savage Avengers until I brought it up. So my recommendation this week was going to be, so now we have 2 tie-in issues that I actually enjoy for King in Black, and this one is Thunderbolts #1. This was written by Matthew Rosenberg, who I normally don't like, but it was Juan Ferreira's art that really did it for me, because I've been a fan. I've been a fan of that brother's art since I used to just see he would just post it on Facebook before he was even hired by anybody. But Thunderbolts issue #1, it's a King in Black tie-in where basically Wilson Fisk basically brings back the Thunderbolts because he wants to get all the glory, basically, for trying to put a stop to this null invasion, because this is still happening. There are still people around, and apparently they still have TVs that work, because Wilson Fisk did a press conference basically showing everybody his Thunderbolts team that he gave a mission to go to a certain area and go pick somebody up. This issue is even more of a DC got Suicide Squad, so do we, is basically what this issue was. Wilson Fisk basically tells all of them that, well, I outlawed masks, so all of you all have to take off your masks. He has Rhino there. He has Taskmaster there. He has Star there. Star is the heavy. I
love how he still said y'all can't wear no mask, because I said I put a law in place. Fuck the fact that the world's coming to an end.
Yeah.
I love that shit. That's actually my favorite part of it.
Yeah, so my favorite part was basically he tells them, look, you're gonna go to Ravencroft, you're gonna go get somebody that could really help us, deter this invasion. And one of the guys was basically saying, look, you want me to take my mask off, you want me to go out there and fight these symbiotes. For you, I would rather go to jail. And Wilson Fisk, being Wilson Fisk, says, you know what? Thank you. I appreciate you for just being honest with me. I thought you'd be able to make a difference, but I can't make you make a difference. This has to be something that you can do. So thank you, but you can go bye. And in the process of him telling this gentleman bye, apparently this brother tried to escape custody. Wink, wink, and got his head blown off. Wink, wink. So that basically made everybody else fall the fuck in line. And then this issue just becomes a matter of who's about to get fucked up by null symbiotes the worst. It's it's a really fun issue. I would recommend it if you don't want to really look into any of the DC Future State stuff, which a lot of it came out.
Yeah, a lot of it came out this past Tuesday.
Yeah, a lot. And you just want to read something just real quick, dumb fun with really good art, I'm recommending Thunderbolts #1.
Okay. I actually really like that comic. It and I want to say something real quick about it too before we move on. And I'm gonna rehash something that I said in my and I'm not 100%, but I'm gonna rehash something I just talked about in my top 5 comics of the week video for channel members only.
Yeah.
I feel like King in Black works better when it's done this way. I feel like King in Black only works as well as it does when it's done this way. And the reason why I feel that way is because I felt like Empire's End, the Web of Venom tie-in, I thought, or lead up, I thought was fantastic because this is what it handled. This is what it tackled. They took characters you didn't give a fuck about and put them in dangerous situations and in in 99.9% of all cases, killed them. It made you believe that Null is an actual threat. My problem is when you get back to the main characters, and it's like, not all these characters are going to die. These characters are for the most part safe. We even know Sentry, though he's been killed, we know he's safe. He's going to be back. We know that all the characters who have been nullified, fucked, for lack of a better way to put it, because Null is actually translated to fuck. I think it was Swedish or Norwegian or something like that. But either way, point of the matter is, I was like, okay, this is actually good. This is actually more up my alley than any of this other shit that y'all are putting out. But speaking of King in Black, my recommendation for the week, and I'm going to be short and sweet on mine because I did a video about it. You want to really know what I thought about it, go watch the video. But mine is going to be Sword number 2.
Okay.
Lord, I did not know that I wanted this comic. I knew I wanted it, but I didn't know I wanted it this badly. This comic is, for all intents and purposes, Deep Space Nine. With a little touch of Stargate. A little dash of Farscape. A little smidge of Voyager. We got a little Next Generation in there. I love that type of shit. And I also love the fact that characters we don't normally talk about are getting respect, getting panel time. I love the fact that a character Random is getting panel time, who, mind you, I think I just now recognize they are drawing him to appear more African-American. I've always just assumed he was just some albino white dude. But the way they're drawing him nowadays, the way he is being drawn, he appears more black than anything else. For someone who has off coloration in his skin. I also appreciate that Frenzy is getting a lot of panel time. Also, can we just point out, these motherfuckers just casually wheeled out Mentallo. Like it ain't shit. Had this motherfucker sitting on the shitter. And the seeds they are playing with Fabian Cortez, magnifique. I'm here for it. Let's go. This is the best King in Black tie-in that I've read thus far, and I'm here for it. Otherwise, I'm just sticking. I'll read Thunderbolts. I thought Planet of the Symbiotes is good. Too, but I was only really into one of those stories, not so much the other one. And that's kind of what I'm learning about DC Future State. The ones where they do 2 stories or 3 stories in one issue, it's usually like only one of the stories is what I'm actually here for. Like, I know Immortal Wonder Woman, which I think comes out next week, I believe. That one I'm probably going to be into both stories because one's going to be Diana, one's going to be Nubia. And I love that L.L. McKinney actually, she actually posted this on Twitter, but she actually showed a shot where it was basically a throwback to Nubia's first appearance, where she says, "I'm the only Wonder Woman," and basically kind of something along those lines. And they put that in the comic. I'm here for it, and they have her in a full-on Wonder Woman costume. Totally fucking here for it. Can't wait to see that fucking comic. It's gonna be fucking fantastic. That said, let's get into questions real quick. We're gonna read questions for a little bit from the chat-a-tat-tat. If you have questions, please go ahead and start throwing them in there so we can get to those. I'm also going to go back. We got to read Super Chats because we have so many of those that I have not read. We're going to go back and get through some of them real quick. Because I know we got a couple that have probably... I don't even know if I can highlight them because they may be just that far back. Okay, so, yeah. I can't find Tubes 1. I can't find Tubes 1s to highlight, but... He did say, with the $5 super chat, says they had Josiah X, he would give off Orlando. Orlando Jones as a Nazi and American Gods vibes. They ain't ready for that yet. Yeah, no, they don't want that. He would be cussing. Cussing. That and Hamaru 6. I love the name, by the way, because I'm a huge fan of Samurai Showdown. With the $5 super says, I don't remember Ethan Hawke being bad in any movie. Movies he's been in, though. That is another story. Okay, that's another story. Ethan Hawke is a good actor. Usually, I've seen him in some bullshit. Okay, Wilbur Robinson. You're thinking about Metallo. I said Mentallo, as in Min then Tallow. That's a different villain. That is a very low-level mutant villain. But anyway, point of the matter is, yeah, he's been in some rough stuff. But you always gotta remember, Training Day, man, Training Day. All right, thank you guys for those super chats. By the way, sorry I didn't get to those earlier. I actually kind of got lost in the shuffle. But that said, let's take a look at some of these here. Any chance Donald Blake battles Null? I think we talked about this. Carter, didn't you and I talk about this the week before that? About Donald Blake, but
we talked about it last week, but it was basically more so, I'm not bothering him, he ain't bothering me.
Right.
I got some important shit to do with these Thors. He want to black out the sun. That's just his prerogative.
Pretty much. That has pretty much been the move. He don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. We got another here. When Milestone is coming back. It's supposed to come back next month. I haven't seen any solicits or anything like that, but all the word on the street that they released since DC Fandom has been February. So I'm just waiting on that. Let's see. We got another one here. Question: where the hell is the Surfer? Null ran the Universal Fade. Surfer knows Null skin black because of Encounter. Surfer has no part of the King of Black. I don't know where Silver Surfer is right now. He is just doing shit. Just doing shit. That's all I can say. Let's see here. Well, it says, my only issue with Play of Symbiotes is why not bring back all the symbiotes, especially Toxin? I don't think that they're not going to bring them back. I just think that it's going to take more than that one issue. I think that's actually going to be, I think that's a 3-parter. I think. I could be wrong. Let's see here. What else we got?
I see one question from King Kunta.
What you got?
Blerd, if they come out with a new Scarlet Witch run later on this year, who do you want to write it, and where do you want them to go with?
Okay, well, right off rip, I want that series to address. Actually, tell you what, I would actually want Jonathan Hickman to write that one, personally. And the reason why is because he has been overseeing all this. Only he knows what he wants for Wanda in the realm of mutant kind. I would want that series to directly address her status as Pretender and her trying to fix what she fucked up and try and get back in mutants' good graces. That's what I would want that comic to be about. We got a tease of it in Empire X-Men number 1 through 3. That was the tie-in for Marvel's Empire event from last year. It was a little bit, but not as much as I would have wanted. I wish they would have focused a little bit more on that. So yeah, I would want that. I would want Wanda trying to, even against all logic and reason, trying to fix what she fucked up. That's what I would desire, me personally. Let's see here. Shaman 05 Lime with the $5 super chat says, who would you and Carter cast Orlando Jones as in the MCU or DCEU? I'd see him as Brother Voodoo in the MCU and Mr. Terrific in DC. Also, I'm assuming Michael Jai White as Jax over Harvey. I mean, that's fair. But I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, he could play that, maybe, possibly. I don't know.
Honestly, just looking at how he did Nancy and American Gods, this is gonna get me in trouble.
Lord.
Black Panther. I don't see him, or like one of the older ones.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really pinpoint anybody in DC I would want Orlando Jones to be. I know one person I would like Orlando Jones to be from Image.
Mm-hmm.
Be Stealth. Be Stealth.
Yeah, I can see that. I can actually see that. I would like to see him as Stealth. Me personally, you brought Black Panther. Actually, I want that boy from Gangs of London. If I want anybody playing Black Panther, I want old boy from Gangs of London, main dude. I would want him. But beyond all that, man, I really can't think of anybody I'd want Orlando Jones to play. Oh man. Yeah, let me see some here. How you know what? Yeah, I want to see some. I need to know things. I need to know things. You know what? I can see him as like a Mr. Terrific. I can see him as that. Like an elder statesman, Mr. Terrific. Like if he was like, if you did like Justice Society and like you like the characters all like older and they've already kind of done, they've had their time, but they're like kind of overseeing things. I could see that. I could actually see that. I'd be down for it.
Well, but Robinson, I actually agree with you. I changed my tune. Let's take Black Panther out of the equation here. If they were to get a Squadron Supreme off the ground, yeah, put him as Nighthawk.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Hell
I can see that. Yeah, Nighthawk. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll co-sign that. I'll co-sign that one. Claudie D coming through with the $5 super chat says, "Are you hyped for Nightcrawler's Way of X book, or is X-Men busting out too much? Love and support, y'all." I'm gonna be honest. Yes, I am hyped for Way of X, but I do at the same time feel like there's too much shit to read. There's too much shit to read, and I feel like every week, like there's always a week in the month, at least 1 or 2 weeks out of every month, where I am covering way too much shit. I'm just like, all right, well, we're not doing this one. Or nope, we're not doing that one. Does this have anything important going on? Nope, then we're not touching that one, because it's just like, it's too much shit going on. But I do feel like Nightcrawler is long overdue to get that respect put on his name, especially knowing what's going on with Storm right now, how it seems like she's going to be going that same route as well. We'll see. But I'm here for it. Let's see. Let's see here. Do you all think Cyclops rebooting the X-Men? Presumably the X-Men title will become a more conventional team book focused on that narrative. Probably, because up to this point, X-Men has been a series of 1-shots and 2-shots. It's mostly just been there to fill in the gaps and to help you understand what's going on in the wider world of the X-Men. In many cases, it's actually been used more to address plot threads that have not been addressed in House of X. It was kind of playing cleanup for House of X. But yeah, I would actually like to see it go back to being a more conventional, like driven narrative story. I would like that. a lot. Let's see here. What's going on with Harry Osborn in Amazing Spider-Man issues? How did he turn into Kindred? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have the time to. It would take more time than I could imagine to talk about that. But just know this has all been brewing for a while. And Harry is probably one of the more obvious picks to have been Kindred. A lot of people thought it might have been Norman, but it was impossible because he had captured Norman. So that clearly wasn't the case either. And it was someone who had to have just as big a beef with Spider-Man as with Norman Osborn. And there were only 2 people on Earth that could have applied to on that level. And those 2 characters were either Gwen Stacy or Harry Osborn. And Marvel did the smart thing and did not bring back Gwen Stacy. They just gave it to Harry Osborn. So, yeah. It would take more time than I have, but maybe depending on what's going on, I may do a video about it eventually. I've been reading it. I just haven't been keeping up 100% with it. Let's see here. Here we go. Non-comic related. Either of you heard about Craig of the Creek? Craig of the Creek! Of course. I know about Craig of the Creek. It's a Craig of the Creek. Anyway.
Never heard of it.
My daughter loves that show. It's a Cartoon Network show.
Okay.
It's about a black kid named Craig who him and his two friends they hang out in the creek and they have very overactive imaginations and it's really cool because it actually depicts a black family that's not your stereotypical black family in a mainstream media cartoon. Craig is very cool. Like, yeah, he has an older brother and a little sister. He's got his mom and dad. They're together. Like, I actually love that when they do the credits at the end of the show, they always show the family together, like having dinner, like just like chilling. Like, it's very like that. Like it. Okay, so it's on HBO Max. So if you have HBO Max, you can actually watch it, for whatever. But I love that show. My daughter fell in love with it from like the moment she first watched the first episode. She fucking loves the show, and I love it too. I actually watch it because there's a lot of gags, like many Cartoon Network shows that are aimed at kids. There's a lot of gags in it that only adults would get. Like there's an episode where they meet some witches. Supposedly, ooh, they're real witches. Because Craig, and his friends have an overactive imagination. They think these two goth chicks that are hanging out in their creek in the middle of the night are actually witches. They're actually not witches. They're actually just two lesbian chicks who happen to be into like Wicca or some bullshit or tarot reading or some shit. But because
that sounds like the episode of Beavis and Butthead where they watched Twilight and they thought they could get chicks by turning into werewolves. So they saw a really hairy bum in an alley and they had the bum bite them because they thought it was going to turn into werewolves. All they got was tetanus.
Yeah. Well, see, the fucked up part about it is that the witches put a curse on them. Curse, quotey fingers. And they are so caught up in the fact that they believe these chicks are witches that they actually believe the curse is real, even though there's not actually a real curse. But the girls are literally just hiding out in the creek because they want to be together. And one of the chicks, I guess, like her dad is like planning on like one of them moving away or something like that. And they're scared they're not going to be able to be together again. And yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, point of the matter is, it's an awesome show. I actually think you would get a kick out of it. There's even one, I forget the name of the girl who is Craig's friend, but she probably has the most overactive imagination because she believes that she always walks around wearing a cape and she carries a sword. And there's an episode that is so over the top anime, it is not even fucking funny. That's all I'm gonna say. And there's another episode where they're basically playing Pokemon cards. And dude, when they beat each other in these games, these motherfuckers literally fall off the chair like they've been struck down by a fucking Rasengan. The motherfuckers like, ugh! And then they'll fall back in slow motion. I was fucking dead. Oh my god. It's great. It's a great show. If you've never seen Craig of the Creek, I highly recommend it. Let's see. We got a super chat here from Tlali House. Says, with the $10 super chat, says, just wanted to say, I appreciate the shout out back a few caves for MF Doom. Can't be a comic book channel without talking about the end of Doom. Doom playlist been hidden differently this month. You ain't lied about that shit. I actually was listening to that shit again a couple of days ago. Just kind of going back, listening to some of the Special Herbs tracks, like the instrumentals. Dude, shit hits, man.
That's when you know Ernie smoked too much. When he said he'd been listening to the herbs. You're supposed to smoke from. You know Ernie gone now. Ernie.
Look, I'm off that edible, man. Off that edible. That
makes it even more sad that an edible did that to you. Don't tell nobody.
Look, I'm sitting here, like pupils get real big. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see what he says. Brian Seaman says, Ernie, I know Jonathan Majors is supposed to be playing Kang, but damn, how dope would it be if he played Blue Marvel? Speaking of Orlando Jones, what about Mephisto?
That wouldn't be dope.
Yeah.
That would not be dope to me.
You wouldn't want to see him as Mephisto? I think he could do it. I think he could pull that shit off.
No, I wouldn't want to see. I would love to see Orlando Jones because I think he would bring a kind of swag to Mephisto.
Oh yeah,
like he has in the comics. So I think that would be dope. But Jonathan Majors, Blue Marvel, no.
Oh no. I'm not agreeing with that. No, I don't want to see Jonathan Majors as Blue Marvel. No, I'm good on that. I would rather be somebody else. I think I've often said who my picks are for Blue Marvel, so I'm not gonna rehash it here. But yeah, I would rather be somebody else. But yeah, but no, motherfucking Anansi is Mephisto. Dude.
Cut the check.
Yeah, give me that shit. Let's see here. Let's see. Hey, Falcon Punch, I appreciate you, man. You have a good one. Let's see. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. There is another one in here. Where? There was another here, and I just lost it. Yep, I just lost it. I lost it. Can't find it. Can't find it. Okay, so, here we go. Oh, this is a continued question. I can see him have the mindset of Icon, but I don't think he can bulk for it. Orlando Jones. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, I can see him bulk up for it. I couldn't see it. But you never know. I've seen motherfuckers get big out of nowhere. So, someone I saw asked something about Chris Evans. Did y'all talk about the Chris Evans news? No, we did not talk about the Chris Evans news because there was nothing to talk about. Because Chris Evans came straight out the gate and was like, this is the first I've heard of it. Now, he could have just been trolling y'all motherfuckers, but if he does come back to the MCU, something tells me the news is not what y'all think it is. He might come back for Marvel's What If again. He may come back like just as a cameo or like little small shit on the side. Sure, but I'm telling y'all right now, it is more likely he'd come back to direct a movie. But yeah, take that how you want to. Let's go ahead and move it on over. Yeah, let's go ahead and move it over. Let's talk about these Discord questions real quick so we get up out of here because we fell behind. It's like when we get to questions is when we fuck up. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. Questions. Shining Finger says, have you done yourself a favor and watched the newest Digimon Adventure 01? What are your thoughts on Japan's trend over time and doing heavy revisions of series or entries to a series like Final Fantasy VII? I have not watched Digimon Adventure 01 at all, so I don't have any frame of reference. But, excuse me, I do feel like Japan is kind of doing what we do here in the States. Like, yeah, we reboot everything. Japan does it too. It's just we give them way more slack with it until we don't. If that makes any sense. Like, the case like Final Fantasy Remake. Final Fantasy VII Remake. We gave them all the slack in the world on that one. Final Fantasy VII did not need to be remade. There's nothing wrong with Final Fantasy VII. The game was fine. But yet here we are asking for remakes. And I'll say this about Capcom. Capcom did the same thing with Resident Evil. They remade Resident Evil 2, and they got that bug, and they remade Resident Evil 3, and people didn't like it as much. So now they're like, well, we'll go back to doing just, regular new titles, whatever. Which is fine with me. I don't know. And they did the same thing, like they've been going back and doing follow-ups to series they did like forever ago. But I don't know, Carter, what do you think about that? Do you have any opinion on Japan and their desire to reboot, remake, overhaul, whatever the fuck?
I haven't watched an episode of fucking Digimon since I was in junior high.
Damn. Rip.
When it comes to them, and I don't even like talking about Final Fantasy VII because I'm still in the group of, if you're going to do it, do the whole thing. Charging $60 for a little bit of the beginning, fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's my thing. You ain't getting $60 from me for like a third of a game or half of a game or whatever. I don't care how much you added to that motherfucker. That would be like them asking me to pay $60 for the remake of Persona 5 The Royal, but you only gave me Kamoshida's Castle. Get the fuck out of here. No. Lucifer asked about where the hell is MCU Nova. Well, we already actually talked about that, so we're good there. Let's see here. And then we got Beepo asks, seeing as how they're bringing back a lot of the actors from previous Spider-Man franchises like Tobey Maguire, Jamie Foxx to reprise their roles, seemingly through the multiverse, what do you think of the idea of Joe Manganiello reprising his role as Flash Thompson / Agent Venom, either in the MCU Spider-Man movies or in Venom 3? I actually would be okay with that. I like Joe Manganiello.
That would be crunk. He has a movie out right now. It's kind of shit, but he's really good at it, called Arch Enemy.
Yeah, I've been meaning to check that out. Like, yeah, I've heard varying degrees of quality on that one.
It's fine, but Joe Manganiello, Agent Venom would be dope. Shit, I wouldn't mind seeing him go back to DC's Deathstroke.
Yeah, I liked how he looked as Deathstroke. And yeah. Honestly, I think a lot of what you see in Titans of Deathstroke is basically like, I like the guy who they did get to play Deathstroke in the Titan season 2, but I actually would have been just fine if they would have put Joe Manganiello in there, because I mean they basically were playing the same character. They even looked alike, for Christ's sakes. Let's see here. And then Talali House with a $5 super chat says, "Hey Ernie, I know you've said you've got your own stuff you're working on. Just want to know when you may release it or make a video on it." Okay, so I actually had to revisit what I was working on, and I received some criticism about it from some people that are close to me and some people that are not so close to me. And it made me reevaluate what, and by criticism I don't mean they said anything good or bad, it was just criticism. It was constructive criticism. And it made me kind of revisit what I was originally, basically what I realized is, as I was writing it, is that I realized I was basically doing something that had kind of already been done. And I wanted to do something that, while it's difficult to not do anything that hasn't already been done, it's difficult to do it in a way, because you have to do it differently. And I was like, do I have anything really to say or anything really to add? And I was like, no, I don't. So I decided to scrap what I was doing and go a different direction. And actually, in many cases, write an entirely different story. And I decided to write about something that I actually am really passionate about, and that's tokusatsu. But tokusatsu from a black perspective, if that makes any sense. So, whereas watching a story about a Japanese guy who suddenly has the powers of some battle suit thrust upon him, I decided to make it about someone who is was like a college age black student who is kind of on the struggle bus and comes across something that is going to give him incredible power. Basically kind of the idea of, instead of doing the whole with great power comes great responsibility, more so with what happens when someone who is gifted incredible power doesn't have very much responsibility. It's kind of one of those deals, for lack of a better way to put it. But yeah, it's hard to describe without really giving away any more than that. But it is something I'm working on, and I want to actually find. It's basically the idea is finding someone who would be willing to do what I need done from an artistic perspective, because I haven't designed any of it. It's all up here. I could design it, but I'm too lazy to fucking do shit. I'm too lazy to draw anymore. I lost my will to draw on any regular basis with inconsistency. But I almost kind of want somebody else's input and ideas. Someone actually brought up Marcus the Visual. That's actually someone I was like, man, I need to hit up Marcus. Hadn't talked to that dude in a while. Be like, hey Marcus, man, you want to draw my comic for me? I know I'd have to pay you, and I'm broke, but But anyways, but that said, I'm probably gonna watch what was it, Arch Enemy, whatever it is. Might watch that a little later. But I am gonna jump off here because I think it's time. We've hit all our questions. It is time for us to take it on home, to bring it on home. Look, I got Carter over here. He's waving the pin at me like he's JR. It's time to go home. Take it home. Carter, what do you got going on this weekend?
I am going to be playing some more Payday 2. I'm in the process of actually purchasing GTFO.
Oh, you gonna do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna do it while I still can work up the nerve to do it.
I was about to say, shit, I'd gift you that motherfucker again. Shit, if you play it.
I mean, yeah, I plan on being on that for a minute, especially with the matchmaking they just put on there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm just gonna be gaming this weekend, man. Still no streams. Update. What I can talk about and what I can't talk about. I am working on a game.
Right.
It is for Sony. It is a big one. So basically, we got one down, one to go.
One down. Oh, shit.
But yeah, I'm just gonna be gaming this weekend. I might boot up. I might get Scott Pilgrim, but I'm actually hearing some complaints from people when it comes to Scott Pilgrim.
What you heard?
Apparently, the online is kind of shit.
Is it? I haven't tried it. I've only played local.
Yeah, I don't know for sure, but I do know that I'm going to be on GTFO probably as soon as the stream is over and done with, if the game is finished installing.
I'm say you want to run one?
Yes.
Okay,
you would. So here's the thing, y'all. Normally, when we in these shows, Ernie dips. The fact that he wants to just immediately play something, I'm kind of scared.
I like playing games. Also, Luzosaurus. Yes, I actually have played the Yakuza games. I have all of them, 0 through 6, and I'm actually on chapter 12 of Yakuza Like a Dragon as we speak. But yeah, I did actually stream a good chunk of Yakuza 0 on Twitch last year. I just never finished it. And because I was only playing it on stream, and then I started playing it off stream, and then I started coming, and I was like, and then I just kind of, anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. But I actually was thinking about it the other day. I actually was considering it. We'll see. But yeah, I love Yakuza games. They're fucking amazing.
I still have not finished one.
Do you need to do that? Like a Dragon is actually Yakuza Like a Dragon. I'll go ahead and say it right now, and this is no cap. I think Yakuza Like a Dragon accomplished what the Final Fantasy VII Remake tried to do with their battle system and did it much better. Just throwing that out there.
I was talking about this. I can't remember where I was talking about it, but when it takes a lot for me to play a turn-based game, and I'm really pissed that they turned Yakuza into a turn-based game because
it works really well, though. It actually works really well.
That's what I keep hearing, and that's what pisses me off even more because I'm one of those people that still feel this way, and I felt this way when I was a child. That's why I never played Final Fantasy VII until later on. The whole battle system of I'm going to hit you, stand there, and then just let you hit me the fuck back was always dumb to me. It was always dumb.
Yeah. Well, you know what it is? Okay, so, and maybe this might help, maybe it might not, I don't know. But in tabletop RPGs, the rule of thumb is that everything is happening at the same time. So even though you're taking turns, the way it's actually supposed to play out in your imagination is that every round is about anywhere between 5 to 10 seconds of actual time, depending on the game. And when you finish a round, at the end of everybody taking their turn, somewhere between 5 and 10 seconds have roughly taken place. And that's but the thing is, since you're playing it out in turn order, it doesn't feel that way. But in your head, that's how I always kind of think about it. Like, so whenever I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons, even though, we're all taking a turn, basically, even though we're, like, the characters are stopping, talking to each other, having these anime monologues, and beating the shit out of each other, what's actually happening is not that much time is actually passing. It's only a few seconds. Just a handful of seconds. And that, I don't know, maybe that perspective might kind of be like, oh, okay, if you think about it that way or whatever. But yeah, that is what it's supposed to simulate.
Okay.
Yeah, but that said, we're getting out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us, for rocking with us. This is episode 90 of the episode 90 of the Blerd Cave. Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow.
Dude, we're out here, dude. We are rolling towards 100. I can't believe it. But I do want to say thank you guys so much for hanging with us for this long, for always being awesome, for everybody, whether you lurked, you chatted, you super chatted, you became a channel member, you shared the video, you pressed the like button, whatever the hell you did to support the channel and the stream. I appreciate it regardless of what level it came in at. And I want to let you guys know that y'all are awesome and great and special and wonderful human beings, and you deserve the very best things in life that life has to offer. That said, come swing by the Discord. Come holler at me. Lately, I've actually been in the voice chat a lot the last few days, chatting with folks in the Discord. So I will be around there from time to time. I'll try and be in there more often. I always forget to let people know that I'm there, but I notice that the people who actually check the Discord regularly, they usually notice that I'm there. So they just jump right on in. So I don't usually say anything. But that said, we're getting out of here. You guys have a wonderful rest of the weekend. I love you all 3,000. Make sure if you go out in public, you make sure you wear your goddamn mask. Make sure you keep them goddamn hands washed. And we'll see you all next time. We're out of here. Peace.